Hey, 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 ho, 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 it's all over. I'm back. I'm sorry I had to end the stream early last week, but I was coming down with a cold. I had the chills really bad, and I ended it after like an hour and a half. But we did give away 2 rolls of filament. And yeah, what's going on, everybody? Hope you had a wonderful Christmas. Hope you got all kinds of goodies. We are live on Twitch and YouTube as we are every Saturday, 12 p.m. Pacific. And my dog is getting ready to bark in, so I got my hand down her petting her, so she'll be quiet. But we have a bunch of cool people in the back room. I got a really cool present for my son and his family, my grandkids. It's a Riddler Joker box. And I don't know, I've opened it up and looked at what's in it, but I got to kind of figure out how to open it. And we'll be doing that here live on the stream momentarily. And my son is in the back room also. He dropped in. So let me pull everybody in and we'll get going. Kenny. Hey, Kenny, what's going on?
Crazy on glue. I said crazy on glue.
Hey, Matt.
You know, heart, get it? Heart, crazy on you. Anyways.
Hey, everyone.
And
Nobody
Brandon.
got it.
This is my son, Brandon. What's going on, man?
Hey, everybody.
Zany Maker Zach.
Hello, hello.
We have the real guy
And
folk here.
my extra camera for the Riddler box, which we're going to start working on here in a minute. But hope everybody had a great Christmas and got everything you wanted. And if you didn't get it, well, you have a job. Go out and buy it yourself, I guess. So, anyway. Yeah. So, hope everybody's doing well. Yeah, my stream last week, I wanted to let it go much longer. I was going to have I wanted Sam Prentice to drop in and talk about what had happened and everything with the fire at his house. And he messaged me and said, dude, where'd you go? I was going to drop in. Well, I ended the stream early. Apologize for that. I usually run 3 to 4 hours. But we're back today. We're here. We're live. We got 9 people watching on Twitch, I see, and total of 22. The remainder are over on YouTube. So let's get going. I'm going to start opening up this box. We're going to figure out what's in here. I initially cut the seal on it. I took out the packing. And I looked at this and was like, wow, that looks really cool. Let me hold it down here on the close-up camera.
Yeah, somebody got a haircut.
And the whole objective is, I didn't watch any YouTube videos. I didn't want to, you got a surprise. You want to figure it out opening. You don't want it to be given away. One thing I did notice that there is a code on the bottom, real tiny letters. It says 0414. So I'm sure that maybe that's a combination. I don't know. But by looking at it, the top currently doesn't move. Now, I don't know what's in there. There might be a gift card. Butterflies might pop out and go everywhere. Oh, Brandon has one there. Okay. You have one also. But yeah, it says for ages 12 and up. That's a really cool gift. Very well built. So
Jerry fits right in there.
there's a question mark. It pulls off.
By the way, Brandon, I pick on your father all the time, but then again, he also picks on me. So you hear me pick on him? Yeah, it's just something we do. He gets me too.
Well, that one thing came out. That's the second one's pressing, but not coming out. Before I try any numbers, let me put that one back in.
Sometimes those puzzles you have to have one piece to unlock another piece, and then once you unlock the second piece, you get another piece, and you have to unlock the third piece with it, something like that. It might be a number, might be a key, might be.
Hello, Frag. How you doing?
What's going on, guys? How you feeling, Jerry?
Pretty good.
Hey!
Still getting over my cold.
What's going on? How was everybody's Christmas?
Good. That's what I wanted to talk to this moment about. What I was getting for Christmas. I get from my wife a Death Racer kit.
I can't wait to see what
She labeled it for me and gave it to me and said it's on its way, but it takes a while. So it comes. Because it gets shipped all the way now. We had confirmation earlier this morning. It's now in Hong Kong.
Colorado.
Like a cup to drink out of.
Matt, did you hear me?
Yeah.
I said, can I use it for Colorado?
I'm not going to come to Colorado.
I said, can I use it for Colorado? Send it to me at your cost, shipping.
No. No.
Yeah, let's go do a dragster, but yeah.
I actually have already a few parts printed out. So,
Are there rules of the material you can use?
I think you can use any material except metal.
You can use anything if you're brave enough.
Well, yeah, we noticed that with your rods.
Yeah, I want to modify mine. I want to make I want a track for it, but I want to maybe build something else, you know? Use a chassis.
I have no idea, Brandon.
You have the number on the bottom, right?
Yeah, I tried that on the keypad.
So you have 4 different numbers. So you have 16 different tries.
Okay, he's got the clue is in the Joker.
The Joker has a question mark.
Don't give him clues, Brandon.
Question.
I know it's your father, but don't give him clues.
Otherwise, we have to kick you out of the show.
I see you, Zach.
This is going to be a pain.
It looks
Yeah,
like it.
it's sticking
Making
together.
chainmail?
So I have a 40-hour print on the Prusa right now for a full sleeve
Wow.
of this.
It looks cool.
What did I see somebody making?
It looks
chain?
cool.
It's probably for that jousting thing he has going on with what's his name?
Dave, he's actually going to be joining. He said he's going to be joining us in a little bit.
What are you doing? Get out of here. What are you doing?
Yeah, no, he's going to be fighting up against this.
Yeah, I saw your pictures. Your little GQ pictures on Facebook.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can always use an angle grinder and a
I want the
crowbar.
slow-mo for
Or
when
hammer.
both his
Or blowtorch.
thing, because he has a shield, right?
I have the shield.
What does he have?
Okay,
He
The
has
door
that
already open,
giant
Brandon.
sword.
that's supposed to open this early.
Yeah, I want the
Yeah,
slow-mo
hey,
for
it's
when,
open. It's
when
open.
something hits something and it just shot. I want the slow-mo. So you need to make sure you have somebody with a good camera just watching this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
when
no,
it hits-
it'll part.
Oh! And get,
So
you know,
here's the fun thing. It's going to be his that shatter. He's made his out of PLA.
yeah. And where is
This-
this at again? Where's it at again?
So we're going to get people riled up about it at Rumurf at the Rocky Mountain Rip Rat Festival. Then we're going to see about actual combat at Murph.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Okay,
I can't go to both.
so I got the side
Wait,
open.
what time
I
of
don't
year is
know
it?
what to do, But the side open,
Like
it's got
February or March?
$20 in here. It's got what looks like a bat wing made out of metal.
Now what?
What time of like what month is that?
Murph is May. And Murph is probably going to be around in June. They haven't confirmed or denied anything yet, so I still got to talk
Pretty much
to...
he had Gorm inside and he has his PLA weapon melting in his hand.
It's
Yeah,
got-
that. I told him that's what's going to happen to his armor.
I can just see it
Main
like a
industry.
crayon. He's just melting. It's like a episode of The Simpsons. He's just gonna be melting.
I'm melting.
There's 2 magnets right here on each wing. And I got a paper here, Wayne Industries. You open it up.
You say maggots or magnets?
Magnets.
Magnet.
Okay, I'm going deaf.
That comes with age.
From the office of Edward Nigma. Did say
Sweet.
Bruce Wayne at one time, and then it's been crossed off. Said Edward Nigma. It says, line up the keys to success to claim your prize.
Riddle me
Yeah,
this,
full
Batman.
The keys are the magnets. I bet.
Yeah. So I'm still assembling this, but
That's nice.
yeah. So I
Are
am
you gonna wear?
excited.
You should get like a wetsuit, like just from like the scuba diving place, and attach it to the wetsuit.
So fun fact, I have
That
some
way you
stuff
can zip-
coming in,
Yeah.
but not a
That's
wetsuit
why-
because
that's why-
that does not breathe.
Well, I mean, that's how I did my Batman suit about 10 years ago. I did a
Try the other way
wetsuit
around,
base,
Harry.
and I just baby powdered myself, and it was so easy. Like if you got to go to the bathroom, just have somebody unzip you and pull it down and go, and then pull it
Remember,
back
you have
up. And
up and down. You have
it was
4 different
great.
directions with the card.
But yeah, no, I'm just
even if you just do like, the upper half, but I did a full like wetsuit with my Batman one.
Wow.
I'll send you some pictures later, but it was, and
Okay.
and it was in October in Houston, so it was not cold. It was, probably 85 degrees outside with 100% humidity, and I was fine. If anything, it was the mask that got me.
yeah. The helmet on this, I feel like I probably will be able to breathe with this a lot better than my Plague Doctor outfit. But the body, I feel like I'm going to die in.
Remember to wear clean underwear when you die in it.
I will make sure I wear clean underwear. I gotta make sure I take Dave out first before anything.
wear your brown pants.
And guess what?
Little Deadpool humor there.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, so I'm actually thinking about during these events, I buy some actual Burt armor, and let people take their weapon, like 3D printed weapons, against me, like hit me with them. I'm thinking about that.
I'm
No, don't do it.
curious. I'm curious as to this box situation with Jerry, because I'm looking at him on the upper left hand screen, but I see him fiddling with it on the middle screen, and I'm like, I don't know where to look because he looks so intense, but then I like watching his hands.
What's the hands?
We've had 2 tornadoes come through here today, so I got a power flickering going on.
Oh,
Hey, Jerry. Nadar is in the chat. Let's see if we can get him to join because I got a couple questions about the hat.
Okay.
Nadar, could you join us, please?
Let me reshare that.
Oh, also, I'm going to be soon joining the Voron Club.
Really?
I did the pre-orders from West 3D for a 350 kit.
Nadar, there's a link.
Well,
Please
as
join.
you can see over my shoulder, I got my X1C in from Bambu.
I
You hear
totally
my-
don't have any bamboo machines.
Oh, cool.
You hear my enthusiasm for printing ABS on Bambu?
I've never tried ABS on my Bamboo, but it will. do
It's
me.
fun. It is fun. Because all mine gets tubed out,
So,
man.
I got it a week ago, and this is probably the first, cross your fingers, actual good print I've had. I've had so many failures because it is so finicky when it comes to temperature and bed profiles, like all that stuff. So I have a bin full of defects.
So is it AB? You're printing ABS?
That's all I ever
I mean,
print. So look, this machine here, this machine, that one, that's my commercial ABS machine. And I literally can run that all day and no defects. This is supposed to be comparable. I'm not going to say
here's the thing. What's the price difference between those two?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I got that for free because they're sponsoring me now.
Oh, that's why it's they're like, oh hey, let's send them this printer. Let's make sure all the defects.
I think it was a shut your mouth printer. Here, be quiet, shut your mouth, because my other video got so many hits, and it's still getting hits. But everyone else has really good experience with their Bambu, so I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to, it's only been 2 weeks, and this is the only good print so far. Cross your fingers on that.
It's all caught up in firmware and everything.
Oh my gosh! The thing is like when I opened it up, downloaded everything, get everything going, it's literally like there's just so much stuff that it's supposed to be, pretty much cut and dry. You put in your PLA, you do all your stuff, you bind it, you do all that stuff, but oh my gosh, like
Hello, chat people.
So many settings for calibration. There's so many settings for flow rate. There's so many, like, just so much stuff. It's like I would rather just turn it off and just use that.
Yeah, a lot of materials like Polymaker, though, they're already preset.
Yeah, the eSun. So eSun, they're obviously their filament, and Polymaker. Actually, when you go to the settings for the X1 for mine, it only had Bambu as a generic, all their presets for all their material. It had eSun, and then everything else says generic. So then you have to go in and kind of play with it, because just because my material says 220 to 260, well, on this machine it may be 240 to 280 because of the way their hot end works. So,
Yeah, I mean, every printer is different for everyone, so.
Yeah, I literally had my buddy Brian come over. He has a P1. He came over last night because he was like, well, what are you doing wrong? And did you update the firmware? And I'm like, I know how to run a printer. I've been doing this for almost 10 years. So he comes over.
Okay, I got the keys. I got the keys to go in all the way, so I'm getting closer.
Oh, that's what I got a couple weeks ago. I got a blob on my head, and since I'm a Kickstarter, a backer, when they were replying to tech support, they treated me like I was new, canned tech support, and I told them that's not needed here. I used it from the beginning.
From the beginning,
because they haven't updated for me, because again, mine's a Kickstarter. They have an updated LiDAR, so they're sending all that. They sent the LiDAR, but I had to buy some replacement parts out of my pocket to qualify. Those I'm waiting for a week from Tuesday. I mean, this Tuesday, New Jersey. I'm in Nevada.
Bamlet? No, I don't use Bambu ABS. Just like I don't use my Tier Time ABS because it's $40 a roll. But that's that's an engineering printer. It's not. Now, from what I understand, the X1E, which really is no different than the X1C, other than it has a heated chamber, and its extruder goes up to 350, but it's what, $300 more, or it's something. I mean, it's no different. Like, it's $400 more. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not a good printer. I'm just saying I've been having difficulties. But if I had $2,000 laying around and someone said buy this or buy that, or even like a K1 or something that's a 300 by 300 by 300, I would not, you know. I agree. 320 for an extra 320 is not worth it. Especially when, if you go to the forum, basically these guys are doing, which is you know, it's the testament to 3D printing, right? They're put, like, if you look on mine, I put tape on the hinge to keep heat in, and then you just heat up your chamber. And for ABS, you just, you know, just keep and then bring the bed up to 110, hold it at 110. For my filament, it's 100, but it's been doing great. I did about 3 small test prints this morning before I decided to do this one big print just to see what it would do, and it's been holding, so we'll see. But I will say I was frustrated. I was so frustrated that I decided I was not going to do a YouTube video because I don't want to shoot myself in the foot. Oh, all right. Well, if you guys lose me, the sky is black and the rain is coming.
I mean, hey, everyone has different experiences with different printers, so you can't, like,
Well, you know,
everything is different.
Well, you know, I've never had a Prusa or a Creality. Only thing I've ever had are these two back here from the same company for 8 years. And so I had to put that in my mindset. Like, okay, this is not that. You got, you know, you got this, and you got to try to work it and see how and everybody loves them. I'm not getting on the bandwagon, but you know, there obviously must be a reason that everybody has a heart on.
I know last week, actually.
Yeah.
Don't put me in that group. I'm
Week,
I'm a backer.
Kitty's
Yes,
like, nope.
I'm not a fanboy. Nope.
I think there's some things that I think that you can go overboard when you do anything, right? Not just a printer, but sometimes it's keep it simple, right? Like there's a guy that redid the G code. You know, that guy that knocks over. He made an assembly printer, like with the cups, right? And
I think Dave's in the back rooms. Not me to interrupt.
No, it's fine. But
he's seeing.
You got to do, even if you take off leveling and the flow calibration, it still wants to do a 12-point leveling every single print. It's like, I don't need to level every single time. Maybe every X amount of prints, but that should be an option.
You can uncheck it. There's boxes to uncheck.
Yeah.
You can turn that off. I turned it off. It still does it. So when you hit print, it gives you 4 options, right? You have bed leveling, you have the flow chart calibration, you have
time lapse.
2 other ones. I forget
time lapse.
Time lapse. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the other one? There's 4.
Flow calibration.
The flow, the dynamic flow. Actually, I can pull it up right now. I have my.
Yeah. So I turn off bed leveling. I turn off. But because you do the flow,
I got to say something. I'm sitting there glancing at chat, and I'm wondering why Dave is going like he's falling asleep. I'm thinking, why am I taking too long? I go, wait a minute. I bet he's in the background. Hey, buddy.
We're live.
I didn't hear any noise.
They're playing patty cake. So,
sorry, man.
PC valid. It would be interesting to print with Bambu ABS and a pre-sliced file. That machine should be fine with ABS. I'm not saying it's probably. I mean, obviously, it can print with ABS. It's built for all kinds of materials.
It can. It's just.
But
hey,
yes,
that's my
ABS.
Brandon. Let me see what he's holding up there.
Oh.
Yeah, I got the part. It's magnetic.
He's just like, I'm gonna
Figure
sit
it
here
out.
and figure.
The Batwing has a magnet on it.
Ignore the Batwing.
Okay, ignore the Batwing.
Batwing is part of your prize.
Okay.
So,
Oh, come on, man.
hi Dave, hi Terry.
It's fun watching him going.
Yeah.
So,
3 months later.
hey, Dave. Feel the pressure now that I ordered a Voron?
I feel no pressure. I feel no pressure. I feel nothing. I'm not worried about it. I have
You're gonna
my
feel that
boron over
PLA
there
melting
almost
on
ready.
your skin.
That thing is
Don't worry,
tiny
you're gonna-
compared to Zach's.
It's okay.
You're gonna feel that PLA melting on your skin in June. That's what you're gonna feel.
That weapon's ASA, right?
Remember,
Which
this
other
is
weapon that's PLA?
this one's an ASA. The other one is
okay.
in PLA. But there's some other.
What
There's
about your
more
armor?
coming. I'm
What
not
about your
revealing everything yet. That's my
I heard
point.
your armor is PLA.
My armor is a yes. I'm going to repeat that again. Yes, my armor is PLA. We're going to leave it at that. It's PLA. So
There's something missing on the end of that.
He's
CF.
probably putting CF in it, but that's going
Yeah,
to be.
CF.
no. It's going to be PLA. And yeah,
Good
there
on
may
that
be
figure
some
coming
parts
out.
missing to it.
Dash CF.
Yeah. No. That CF will make it more brittle. We're not worried about that CF.
You went off camera.
What's Terry over here holding?
Oh no, did we
Oh,
lose
wait.
Jerry again?
Oh no! Did we just lose Jerry again?
I think we did.
That is so
Okay,
funny.
let's go crazy,
Uh-oh.
guys.
She said that.
And he
She said that
can't
straight away.
rejoin. And he can't rejoin us.
The party will be over.
No, he knows how to.
Be shutting automatically after 5 minutes.
He knows how to rejoin. Yeah, he said he knows how to rejoin from his phone. Yeah, because it's not glued all together.
But you got your stick sticking out.
What is,
Yeah, that's
what
called
is
the
that?
raw.
So the thing is, though, I'm curious.
Yeah, what happened? Yeah, what happened?
There he is.
Got Kenny back.
There he is.
You got us. And where's Zany?
Jerry, I never noticed how
Where's
blue your
Brandon?
eyes were.
Zany. Zany, come back, Zany.
Danny?
Zany. Zany,
Hey,
we're
Thomas.
late.
Howdy.
Jerry booted
There
him.
he
Tried to
is.
get us to go
How's it
all
going?
crazy.
I don't know what I did. I bumped my mouse and I kicked the stream off and it wouldn't refresh. So I had to restart it. I don't know.
Good
We
job.
still got chatting, everybody. I hope.
Yep.
Is everybody back in here? Where'd my camera go? I lost my camera. Anyway, I found out that, yeah, that's a magnet. It picks up one of the pieces on the top, and now you just got to slide this around to whatever position to. Anyway.
So,
Nice.
hey, Dave.
See.
So I'm also pretty. I did a test print of chainmail.
Oh, chainmail. No, nothing about that.
You know, it's good against crushing weapons.
It is. It's also good at deflecting weapons that are sharp, like axes.
No,
and
it's not
certain
good
things.
against. It's not good against stabbing. That's one of its weaknesses.
Maker Viking, how you doing, Thomas?
Depends.
I'm doing well.
Could be
Nothing
the-
much happening, but yeah.
Lost somebody.
I think I got both cats up here.
We
now.
did. Wait, no, there it
Where's
is.
Frag at?
Oh, hey Viking, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. I am like all over the place,
Yeah. Fun.
and also, I'm starting a project that's bigger than the tavern, the Cloud Top Tavern.
Nice.
The Goron.
Estimated weight is probably going to be around 300 pounds.
That's a lot.
A little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have anything much going on these days. Taking a break from designing until the new year. So
I don't blame you there.
the last thing I designed, I think, was this one.
That
Jared,
is so
there-
freaking beautiful.
There he
Thank
is.
Okay, push the button.
Also, Matt, thank you
What?
for the lithophane advice you gave me last
Oh.
week.
Don't worry.
The gifts came out amazing.
All right.
And I'm making a giant mosaic piece for my newest project.
Jerry, you turned off your box camera.
No, it didn't. His
Oh, there it
camera's
is.
right
Okay.
here.
All right. Yeah, right down the middle. Well, I was looking down that corner. It moved.
Guys, can we start John?
I'm
Just...
hungry again. I just eaten like an hour ago a big meal, and I'm like, oh.
Tripod.
Oh, I wasn't lifting up.
Hey, tripod.
Okay, that was
Did you
it.
bring your boyfriend,
No problem.
Sam Prentice?
I kept pushing down on it, but I forgot. But that's like a latch. 1, 2, 3. Batwing, Joker.
So-
6, 5.
You should join us, Tripod.
Yeah.
One of us. No.
Global gobble. What is this that I'm missing? Jerry, what are you guys working on? Brandon, I saw you had one.
A Riddler
Yeah,
box?
my son, and his family bought me this puzzle riddle box for Christmas, and I'm trying. He wanted to come on the screen in case I had trouble. To unlock it to see what's inside of it. This is my Christmas present from my son and his family.
No,
Oh.
it's actually the presidential football.
With the codes.
The new.
Yeah.
It's like we're putting a batwing together here.
So, I'm also going to be working on this project too.
Those are the ones you wanted from the stream, right?
Yep.
Well, you wanna
Along
hear
with
a funny-
the along with the 5 kilograms of material and this stuff.
Now, is that the nano, or is that the what does they call it? The smaller version, the small one, right?
Yeah.
It's the sample. Okay, yeah.
No, this isn't the sample. This is a 50. It's not
So,
those
yeah.
sample tomato packs.
Got it. Standard
Jerry,
size.
you need
Got
to
it.
be a little bit more observant.
It's the,
I think
the
he's holding up
standard.
clues.
Nah,
What?
I think you need to
That
be more
would be
observant. I
120.
think Brandon's holding up clues
I didn't
But
see
you
him hold
see-
up anything.
because you got your
I'm
head
almost
down.
out.
I'm looking at him right now.
Well, now he don't, but he did.
Brandon, you're
Oh.
too loud. Stop talking. There's too much talking coming from you.
Yeah, no. I'm also making our maker's maker chip right now. I'm getting stuff loaded so I can actually get stuff. Smells amazing and works great. I don't know if you should be sniffing it, PC Vanlet.
Ooh.
I mean, we can do a taste test. You know, see if it tastes like snozberries.
Oh, well, something I can. I'll do that later.
Smells like alcohol. to me.
Snozberries.
We'll be giving away a roll of Polymaker filament today. I just haven't got the
Ooh,
banner.
Polymaker.
One of you got between one of you guys. You got to have that swinging ball with the spikes on the end.
To open the vault, you must
So
have
that's
a
going to be
host,
kilos.
dial the year when the bat got his start.
But yeah, no. So that is called a flail, Kenny. Keela is actually going to be making one of those. I found her file, and I'm terrified because she wants 2 of those.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, she wants to dual wield 2 flails. I'm like thinking, okay, that's yes.
It's Eastman's new one.
And pack it full of sand.
And it comes with no supports. No supports whatsoever.
Doggone, that's. Oh, Frag's power just got knocked out. That's why he's missing.
Mm.
But yeah, no. I am excited for all this. What is that?
Everybody made them, and then we made one, and then the mother took it. So now I have to make one twice as big. It's the Kit Films Nutcracker.
Okay. So what you're saying, you need to make that at 1,000%.
No, I have his body going over there, which still has another 6 hours. And I think that's it. Just the body's left. Because the legs are right here. Yay.
So I'm excited about New Year's. Anyone have any big New Year's plans going on?
Yeah, I'm going to watch the Rose Parade from the comfort of my home.
I'm going to work.
How about you, Matt? You have any big New Year's plans?
Yeah, but I do every night trying to take over the world.
Don't we do that every night, though?
Okay,
Yeah,
Brain.
We do.
I had a girlfriend, and yeah, I know about Pinky and the Brain.
But which one?
I used to love that show when I first came to America. Oh gosh, I was 13, 14, and I had to brush up my English. And what we did is my sister and I, my brother, we watched TV. My sister watched Sesame Street, and we learned the ABC, you know, with her together. And teach her, and and then later, that's how we learned English and speaking to other people. We were every day out and talking to people, and yeah.
And how long did it take you to solve it?
What?
How long did it take you to solve it?
I got it.
10 or 15 minutes? If that?
Money, more money. It's for 12 and up. I'm 60, guys. Give me a break.
Yeah, they don't make a box for 60. People who are 60.
Yeah. No. Hey, Dave, you do anything for New Year's?
I'm still on standby for like 3 different streams for the overnight stream. So I have nothing technically planned. I do work in the morning at the job, though, the real job, because everybody wants off on New Year's Eve. And no one wants to come back in the morning class.
This is cool.
How about you, Viking? Maker Viking?
Nothing concrete yet. Either I'll celebrate with my girlfriend or my family. I don't know which yet.
Okay.
So, yeah, just a dinner, and hanging out. Nothing much.
40 minutes, Jerry.
Huh?
40 minutes.
Okay.
But yeah, no. Hey, he's taking his time. Let him cook. Let him cook.
Let him.
Nice. Thank you very much, Brandon, everybody.
Yep.
Actually, how about chat? What is everyone doing for New Year's in chat? Like,
Brandon, Rick, Stephanie, Liz. Money!
Nice.
Maker. Oh, hey, Dan's in chat. Sweet. Hey, it's Tor. Hey, Tor. Playing games and printing
Hey,
stuff.
it's Tor. It's not Hey, Tor. It's Hey, it's Tor.
It's it's Tor.
I probably was speaking faster than my brain could process, or thinking faster than my words can exit. Wow, man. This is what happens when you only get 5 hours of sleep within the last 4 days.
So now I'll have to go back through and put the whole thing back together and reset it.
Or too much
yes. Do that. Hey, it's Thor. Do it. I want to see a hammer actually like hit someone.
Then for my wife's birthday, I can put $1 inside and put it all back together and see if she can figure it out.
Do it.
Put a Cheeto in there.
Yeah. Very cool.
Okay, so let's get this guy loaded up. Also, hey, I have brain farts.
Uh-oh. Zach's having brain farts. Uh-oh. Not good.
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
Does it smell?
Squirrel?
What does
Where?
it smell like?
Squirrel. No, back there.
Great for storing. I'm so.
Oh, we got a raid
I'm-
coming in.
Uh-oh.
Ooh,
Razor.
who's raiding?
Digital Dragon is raiding with 24 viewers. Digital Dragon, what's going on? How was your Christmas? Thank you, Raiders. Thank you very much for coming in. My name is Jerry with 3DHP, and each and every Saturday, 12 p.m. Pacific, I go live on YouTube and Twitch, and we have makers on from all over the world and people in chat, and we discuss 3D printing, resin printing, CNC milling, a little bit of anything and everything. So welcome in. I'm just opening up a present my son got me for Christmas, a Joker's riddle box. And it took me like 30 or 40 minutes. And I had my son was helping me on camera, but I got it open. Very cool. So hope you had a great stream. Thank you very much. Please consider following. I would appreciate it. Or subscribing.
That'd be the Riddler's riddle box, not Joker's.
Oh, yeah, Riddler. Okay. Well, I kept saying Joker. Why was I saying that? Yeah, I kept saying Joker.
So, did you guys see Overture's new rock line that they announced?
No, is it like another marble? Another marble line?
Yeah, but it's Glacier is my favorite one. I feel like I'm going to end up in a large amount of debt because of my new filaments are releasing next year.
You have no space for filament right now. Don't do it.
Yes, I do.
Send it
Just
my
send it
way.
here.
Just send it my way. Send it to
I,
us.
I still have the kitchen. Okay, I can
Oh,
put
God.
stuff in the kitchen.
Yeah. I'm basically
You
in my kitchen
greatly
right now.
underestimate.
So
I'm looking out for your well-being, Zach. I don't want you to get overwhelmed by having too much filament, so I will take it off your hands.
I mean, I feel like you have more filament than I do right now. So if you need help, it's vice versa. I will help you out.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
funny. I got a funny one for you. So yesterday, hold on, I'm coming back, trying to find my stuff. So yesterday, me and Terry actually had plans to go over to Printed Solid. It was hilarious, actually. We had talked to who was it? Dex? Not Dex. Lester.
We talked to a couple people.
A couple people over at Printed Solid, and we were supposed to go over, and they said, "Yeah, come on over. We'll do like you tour, and you can pick up your rolls of filament, the 5 kilograms that she won on Joel's stream." So we're like, "Yeah, that's a great idea. Love that idea." They said, "We'll cancel the shipment to you, and you guys can just come get it." So like, sure, it's only an hour and a half away. Not a big deal. So we were being lazy, got our shower. We're like, oh, we're running a little late. Open the door. There's the box of Printed Solid right outside the front door of our house. So I said, do we go all the way up there and say, hey, we still missing the filament? Or do we go just say we'll go another day and just print with a whole bunch of filament today? So needless to say, I'm printing a giant.
We went to a sucky lunch yesterday.
We went to lunch and we're printing stuff right now. And we're going to reschedule for a visit later. But a little bit of confusion. But 5 rolls of Printed Solid, 1 elixir?
Yeah, but we really didn't want to go nowhere.
We really didn't. We're just being lazy.
I love that elixir line that they sent. Cause you're one of the winners too.
Yeah, Terry won on that one. She won the 5 kilograms.
Oh, okay,
Dave.
okay. Oh, don't give Dave. Get to me. No.
I said Merry Christmas. There you go.
Literally, what she said. She said, "It's all yours. Merry Christmas."
Oh, okay. So, what colors did you all get?
So we got the elixir. Hold on,
We
actually,
got ice red. We got the black elixir. We got
no, it's
tree
called
green.
Abyss. I
Abyss.
think what's it's called. Yeah, it's called Abyss, which is from our elixir. Oh, here it is, right here. Ice red, neon yellow, elixir abyss, PETG tree green, and the PLA Purple Eater is what we got.
Ooh. Let me see what I got. Let me see if I can't whip that out.
That Purple Eater is actually a very pretty purple. I love this color. It's not printing with it yet. It is printing with the Elixir right now, though.
Ooh. I love it.
Hold on.
Yeah, Brandon, Zany Maker Zach can do a lot of impressions of different people.
What are we talking about? What are we going to Mickey Mouse and his clubhouse? You know I have a shoe.
Oh, look at that filament.
Yeah,
I
this is
love
the
it.
Purple Eater. So it's actually a really shiny purple.
Peter Eater.
Yeah, it's called the Purple Eater
Wait.
Looks good.
by Printed Solid.
Flame purple people eaters. Yeah.
Only issue I'm seeing with these Printed Solid rolls is they don't fit in the AMS. In
That's
the real
because
AMS.
that roll actually is a wire feed welder spool is where they originally came from. If you've ever had a wire feed welder, that's the type of spool that is.
Yeah, because this won't fit in the ACE or the AMS. So
Yeah.
either one of those, but it'll fit on the AMS Lite. That's what I'm running it on right now.
Oh, that's nice. So,
Thomas, you had any new designs you've been coming out with lately?
No, the latest one is the one I showed earlier today.
All right, if you showed again, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, that one.
out, Mikey.
Give the camera a second to focus. Here we go. That's cool.
Come on.
Yeah, came out pretty good. I have a larger version as well, but that's on the other side there. So.
Yeah, I was going hot and heavy on TikTok every day, and I wasn't getting the kind of views I thought I would get. So now I just post once in a while on TikTok.
Yeah, I don't post much there.
Man.
Occasionally.
What is?
One thing nice about TikTok, it's a great place to go to see what somebody's working on. If they've been working on a bunch of stuff, you can easily scroll through all the minute videos and see what's going on with somebody.
Yeah.
Oh. Also, Montana Maker, the boot was actually in the shoe. Sorry. Oh, hey, Dave is gone.
No, I'm technically still here.
Well, here's the nightshade that I got.
Give it a minute.
Mm.
I hate the camera takes so long to
Yeah.
clear up.
Yeah, this is like a translucent, like super glossy purple. I also got
somebody in the background in the back office. Gary.
What?
Oh.
I think
Oh.
Maker Mind is in the back.
Oh, I see him. I see him.
Oh, hey. Let's
Dan.
get him up on here.
Hi guys.
Hey,
Okay,
Dan.
guys. Oh, so what's going on, everybody?
Oh, not much. Glad you. I hope you weren't back there too long. I left Dave and his wife back there for a bit, and I was busy, not paying attention to the chat.
I didn't have anybody.
It's
to
okay.
play,
They're playing patty cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have anybody to play patty cake with, so it was just me sitting here.
That's my son Brandon in the middle. If you don't know who he is,
I've seen him around over the years.
he got me this cool Riddler box. I kept saying Joker on me, but anyway, I finally figured out how to open it up and found my prizes. So very cool, neat little thing.
Dan, you feeling better?
Still feel like I got hit by a truck, but I figured while I was out here messing around, I'd pop in and hang out on the stream for a little while.
I hope you feel better.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, the fever seems to have gone away today, but I'm still achy and nasally, but you know.
Yeah, last week I caught a cold. I only streamed for an hour and 36 minutes. I had the chills really bad, and I had to quit streaming.
Yeah.
But you had that cute looking coat on though. I did like the coat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the red one. And then I didn't have my Santa hat on, but I did wear it over to my son's house for Christmas Eve, everybody's house. Had on the red hat and the coat, and I looked like Santa Claus.
So,
So Zach, you said you did order the Voron.
yes, the
You
350.
which is exactly what I have right here. Okay.
You know what?
Come on, camera.
Zach will have his done before you, Dave. Don't worry.
No,
Zach's will
he
be
won't.
built before you.
I'm telling you.
And then you have to change to a 0.2 millimeter nozzle.
No.
You know, okay, so Dave, if you get done before I receive the package, you'll be.
It'll be a
no
miracle.
worries. Oh, cool. Yeah. Well, here's the thing: if I get my boron kit before you have yours done, you're done for.
Yeah, I know, because
man, it's
I know
attractive.
exactly how.
We'll get out for Christmas.
Got,
It's too late now.
looks like some people I know.
Evil jester.
Yeah, it looks like Terrifier.
Oh, that's what's his face from that series.
Art the Clown. Art the Clown. Yeah, Zach, I know. A minute
If
you
I
get yours, I know.
All right, got a question.
Hyper focus.
Between Dave and Zach, who's got the most machines?
Oh, Dave.
Me.
Hands down, Dave.
Dave's in the
His
house.
influence.
He
I
has
do this
more
as a
room.
hobby.
Hey, does anybody want this T1 Pro?
No. Terry's trying to give away my T1 Pro because I'm
hate
in
it.
love with the speed.
I hate
I'm
it.
in love with the speed. She really
I
hates this.
absolutely hate it.
Hey, Terry, I can swing by while he's at work
No.
if you want to like hand it off to me.
No.
I will help you out.
No, all she does is complain about it.
I hate it.
I'm cramming more printers in this space than I got room for. So
Dave,
I mean,
what's
what's
the name of
another one at this point?
your printer now?
Like that is probably the worst printer that is in the shop, and I absolutely hate it. Like I hate it.
But
Why?
Kegel stalking us and wondering what's the name.
It's the name of not working yet.
I have so many. I'm going down with this Voron. This is to take me
Once you
down.
get it done, then you won't have to buy rag on you.
I am gonna get it done. The U2C's right there. I just wired it up yesterday. I just have to now.
Squid
Yeah.
Game season 2. Who watched it and binge watched it the first day like I did?
I have not
Which
seen
one?
it yet, Jerry. Don't ruin it for me. I haven't
What
seen
was
it
it?
yet.
Episode of
Squid Game season 2.
Oh,
Don't say
my
anything.
God.
Don't say anything. Dan said don't ruin it.
I'm not
I
ruining it.
rewatched
Yeah, we haven't.
season 1 the
I
day
haven't watched
before
it yet.
to refresh my memory. I rewatched season 1, then I watched all of season 2.
So did we.
But it's not over. It'll continue in 2025.
If anybody
Yeah, that's
ruins
what I
Squid
thought.
Game
Okay.
season 2 for me,
Okay.
I'm gonna ruin
Season
Titanic for
2.
you.
Yeah.
Season 2, it's not a person who wins, but it's the dog who wins.
All right, and just for that, the ship goes down at the end of the movie. There,
There
I
you
ruined
go.
Titanic.
Hey, man, Cat, what's going on, buddy?
But do they get to save the diamond at least in the movie?
Make it.
It did in the last one.
Well, now can't ruin everything.
Yeah, that was the stupidest thing ever about the diamond. Come on.
So hey, Jerry, I got the most like heartwarming gift from my father for Christmas. I wanted to show it off.
Set of golden teeth.
Oh, that is.
Oh, that's nice.
That's an actual
And here's the thing,
personalized item. Oh, now that's very nice.
So that's my Paul, my brother, and I.
Cool.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, I know. Like he had this custom order made for me. And I was like, doggone.
Yeah, Squid Games is a Korean show. Yes.
Don't you hate that when they hit you right in the feels and you're just like, yeah, I'll take this.
My hands are my feels every time we argue.
The only thing I can
I mean,
tell
I-
anybody without not saying anything bad about Squid Games season 2 is that the beginning starts out and you're like, huh? But it gets better.
Yeah. I agree with you, Jerry. The first 2 episodes, I was like, this is a little not like last
They're just
season.
giving you a backstory and everything else.
Yeah, and they're giving you, and I get it afterwards. Yeah, not gonna ruin it for you, Dan. Don't worry. Definitely, you can binge it overnight. Binge it on fixing some printers. You good?
Yeah, I might throw it up on the TV there above my monitor and sit out here and watch it, since my wife wants to watch a million other series before we get to that, and I've already seen it all 10 times. I don't need to see it again, but she wants to watch it for the 11th time. So
when I'm working with my CNC in the garage, not that series, but quite often, because I got a TV and the CNC's running behind me, you can't leave it unattended. I'll put on headphones and I'll watch TV with the CNC running behind me. Or I run StreamYard out there, the free version. I got a camera set up while I'm hyperlapsing with my cell phone. I come in here on a third monitor. I load up StreamYard with no sound. I'll watch TV and do stuff on my computer while I'm monitoring what's happening in the garage. Because if a CNC stops running and the router's still turning in the wood, eventually it's going to get hot and it can start a fire. So you can't leave it unmaintained. You got to keep an eye on it.
Yes. I'm just putting together some of my many gifts from Christmas 3D Santa Claus from my trip up north. He sent along a Sculpt Fun S6 laser, diode laser. So I just put that together.
Currently have 72 people watching, 22 on Twitch, and the rest on YouTube. Thank you, everybody. Please consider following or subscribing on YouTube. It's free to do so on either platform. I'd really appreciate it.
And don't forget to smash that like button.
What did the like button do to you?
Yeah.
Well,
it looked at me wrong.
If there was a way you could grip this bat wing, that'd be great for home defense. But it's kind of because of the barbs on the front of it, it's kind of hard to hold it in your hand properly. So
that metal or plastic?
That's steel.
So
metal.
Have I shown this print before?
Whoa.
Gentlemen, Marcel All-Access is joining in. Hey, Marcel.
Hey.
How's everything up in Canada?
Wet. It's actually not as cold as everywhere else in Canada, but it's just soaking wet here, just pouring rain.
Marcel, that's my son Brandon in the middle there.
Hey, Brandon.
How's it going?
So he would be the maid. I'd be Marsha. Oh man.
Wait, then that means that I'm what's her face, and Matt's the old man.
No, wait. No, I'm Greg. Yeah, the girls are on the left and the guys are on the right. Yeah, so I'm Greg. Yeah, I'm cool.
As long as I don't have to be the maid, I'm okay.
Yuri's Marsha.
But yeah, no. I love this print.
And Zach is Cindy.
Brandon, Marcel used to be an actor and has been in many, many movies you've probably seen throughout the years.
Cool. Yeah, I quit that a few years ago, though. A lot of Canadian stuff that was filmed up here. Supernatural is a big one. Everyone knows Supernatural.
Yeah, I love that show.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. My wife had to go back and rewatch the episodes to find Marcel in there so she could be like, there he is.
Yeah, totally.
Is that a threadboard behind you off access?
That is the multi-board system actually that I've been putting up.
Okay.
So, yeah. I'm just doing random colors because I'm gonna paint it afterwards. I'm just mounting it with just this little bit of mounting as possible.
Hey, Lightspeed, how you doing?
But my Shelfinity is gonna run all along it and around it, so it's gonna be pretty cool.
Oh, that's gonna be
and
beautiful
together. And then all LEDs because the new Shelfinity has like a spot in the back for LED strip. So I'm going to do the LED strip first and then put the Shelfinity around it. And I'm doing all like the transparent PTG for the Shelfinity so it'll glow nice.
Nice.
I know, and 2026 is when I get my house. That is the goal. So.
Marcel, you see that drone video? I think it was from New York where the dog was out on the ice and they couldn't get it off the ice. So a guy brought out a drone, dragging a piece of bone or something on a string, trying to get the dog off the ice. And finally, he kept backing up the drone because they couldn't get the dog. It kept running off on them. It was a
That's hilarious. That's interesting. No, I haven't seen that. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on with drones right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Enough said.
And I haven't flown in a long time. I got a DJI.
Oh, nice. So I've been working steadily on the chopper.
Chopper's
It's getting
looking
very
good, man.
close to being done. I've got to reprint the battery boxes for it today. I went to assemble the battery boxes to the actual foot shells and realized I printed two different sets. I had live action chopper mod for the foot, and I forgot that I didn't have the live action chopper mod for the battery boxes, so they don't line up. So I had like two different sets going together. I was trying to like wonder why it was going on. I was like, oh shoot, right. I changed the battery. I didn't change the battery boxes. I changed everything else, and I went to paint it and assemble it and put it together. And I was like, what the heck? What's going on here? So luckily the battery boxes are very small compared to the rest of the prints.
I got my finally a Death Racer kit.
Oh, you did get your Death Racer kit?
No, I'm waiting for it.
Oh.
What I got for Christmas.
His wife got him
My
a
wife.
picture, but it's on order.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Lovely. Nothing better than a picture for Christmas.
I need to swap out this build plate.
I still love it. It's the start that counts.
Yeah, it's cool when you have drone footage of your videos. I can't where I live at, because I'm right next to Nellis Air Force Base, so even if I wanted to, I couldn't.
Yeah, same thing when
Hey.
you're at an airport.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave.
Wouldn't even take off.
Zachy? Oh,
Come on,
Zach,
dude, bud.
don't do it. No, Zach.
You want to hear
No,
these guys?
come on, Zach. Zach, you have that nano. You have nano, Zach. What are you doing? Oh, come on, man.
Well,
You
at least the bed wasn't on the
You.
printer. It's at least the bed wasn't on the
don't
printer.
you think about it?
Sit. Oh, I got
Don't
you.
you think about it?
I got you, Zach. I got you back. Ready?
No.
Montana Maker. Wow. Thank you for the $10. Happy New Year. Thank you very much. my friend.
Yeah, move
Very
it.
cool. Thank you. Thank you. Love donations. They help out the channel immensely.
Hey, so fun fact, Aquanet is on this one and both the Prussias.
There.
Why, Zach? Just you have the bottle, man. Use the right stuff.
Yeah, that ball's also not cheap. I know this.
But you won that one.
Dave, were
I
you
know.
on last?
That's why I want
Dave.
to preserve it.
Dave, were you on last week when I put Nano Polymer in my vape pen? I told you guys
Yeah,
about it.
you were
I
telling
heard
me.
about that.
Yeah,
you
I'm
told us
sitting there
about
not paying attention, and I filled it. So I poured like water. It's like, what the hell? I look at the bottle, so I just had to take the whole top, throw it away.
Horrible.
I had to tell them apart a little bit. It's not the same thing. That's why you get the white bottle instead. Makes it easier.
And I
You
told
can
him that
see the rainbow.
I was telling him, like, when he used to have teeth, did he grab the preparation H instead of toothpaste?
Is it-
Stupid
I just want to do this in spite of Dave.
See, and then you bring it out, and then you did it. You still did the hairspray. Just,
This was in just spite of Dave.
this is so hurtful.
I
Zach.
stick
So
by my
hurtful.
bed weld, man. The hell with Nano.
What?
Bed
Okay, you're barking up a tree, Kenny. You're barking up a tree.
I got
Kenny.
bed weld, and that's what I use. You know.
Come on, Kenny. We've passed those days, haven't we?
Hey, at least I'm not using Aquanet.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that. All right, you're right. All right, Kenny, you get one. You get extra stars
Hey,
from me for that one.
It could be worse. It could be actually touching your build plate.
I mean,
with your
my
greasy
sister
hands.
used that in the 70s, and she used to go down to Savon's in Compton, California, and and got her Aquanet. Yeah, that's how far back I know about Aquanet. Back in the
Yeah.
70s, when the girls had their hair in a bun back then, like
Yeah,
that.
my mom and sister had big old hairdos. Yeah, everybody.
You were a big old rooster back in the 90s.
What's the challenge they do now like this with the on the mirror, right? Right, Zach? Isn't that what they do?
Oh no, Dave!
Yeah, a little bit greasier. Yeah, that'll stick nicely.
Oh,
That'll
I
help
dare
you.
not. That is so bad.
And since everybody was bragging about their product, it has
Yeah.
never let me down.
Kenny, I
Bedwell.
have one around here, but the top fell off, and it's been hardened.
Bedwell.
Literally, the top of it hardened up like a brick, like a year ago. But there's still stuff in it that I never
No,
use.
that's
It
gloop that hardens up like a brick. If you don't use gloop right away, once you pop it, man, gloop dries out.
it
Yeah,
gets in
no.
that gumpy stuff. Yeah,
I don't know or have obsessive gloop.
got some on order. I have some on order. Should be here hopefully Monday or Tuesday.
Got
I
it.
bought
There's my
3
gloop.
bottles
There's my
of Pet
gloop.
G.
Just use some Axe on it.
Use some Axe. There
Never
you
used
go.
it.
Use
Do
what?
that.
Axe?
Some Axe.
Axe body spray.
And for those nights when you really need it, I even have grease to lube
The
up.
old better be super lube. Is it super lube? Yes, it is.
Yep.
Oh, that's adorable.
Oh,
Come on, Da Vinci.
oh, PDA.
Let me share out the link.
At least-
You taking off, Thomas?
At least it works.
No, I'm just waving.
There. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead. Say it again.
I'm not talking to Viking ever again.
What do you mean?
Viking
I
here.
sent you the forest cat.
That ear. Here, put this one in your ear. In your right
That's
ear.
what I got for
Put that in your
Christmas.
right ear.
Hey,
It's
Dan,
in the
how
mail.
you doing today? I forget your name.
Sam.
Sam.
Yeah, Jerry asked
Sam,
me
how you
to-
doing?
Hi, Jerry. I'm sick.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
And she's still mad at Viking because he hasn't shipped us a Norwegian forest cat yet. It's
I
only
already
been
shipped
5
it. It's in the
years.
mail.
it's in the mail.
You haven't gotten it yet?
That's a good one right now. You blame it on the mail system.
I'm getting
Yeah,
over
I
a
would.
cold right now. My wife sounds like a man when she talks.
Yeah, Sam is not feeling well either. Both of us
That-
got sick. Well, she got it before I did, and so she's still on the downhill, and I'm hoping to get there soon.
But
That's
Jerry,
one thing I
is
don't-
that an improvement?
Huh?
Jerry, isn't that an improvement?
Yeah, I'm looking to see who said it. I don't see who said that.
Your son?
Oh, okay. Oh, the deep voice.
But
Oh, she's in
Yeah,
chat. She says I got her sick. No, not me. She's walking through the house breathing my air, I guess. I don't know.
It's one of my Christmas gifts I got this year. A new mouse pad.
oh my gosh.
So you can rest your wrist. Your wrist don't get tired.
It's good for carpal tunnel. Good job. Smart move.
I come up with anything, right?
I had to buy my own presents. This
You know,
year.
and I have teeth laying around here.
My best Christmas present was the day after Christmas going to the bar and hitting the Royal Flush.
Oh, cool.
That helps.
Yeah, my son's always been lucky in Vegas at gambling. He's got a horseshoe up his ass or something. He's very lucky. He doesn't tell me what he wins, but I hear all the time about how much he always wins a lot.
Yeah, that's like Terry in Vegas. Here in Maryland, you can't win a doggone thing. But we go to Vegas and she wins a lot. I don't get it. Don't get it.
But sometimes I lose.
I'm not allowed to gamble in Las Vegas.
Brandon usually play video poker, right?
A variety of games. Buffalo, video poker, you know.
All right, Jerry and friends, I'm going to jump out of here and go have some lunch.
Well, thank you
Talk
for
to
coming in,
y'all later.
Marcel. Have a great New
Yeah,
Year. We'll
coming,
see you soon.
Marcel.
You guys too. Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Bye, Marcel. Good to see you.
Yeah, my poison here in the Vegas Valley. I'm in Henderson, which is south of Vegas.
Hey, Sam.
Oh, look who's here.
Video poker and
Sam!
blackjack.
Hey, so
Anyways, video poker and blackjack was my two poisons.
Sorry, I popped off early last week, Sam. I had the chills catching a cold and
I didn't get that. Yeah, no, sorry to hear that, mate. I was literally just pushing the button, and you went, right, thanks very much, goodbye. And I was like, oh, that's like 2 hours. What the hell? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
It's all good.
I'm really sorry to hear about what happened. Anything you want to tell people about it?
Yeah, don't use extension leads ever. Just don't do it. It's bad for your health. But yeah, so what happened, long and short of it, was my garage or garage. We've had a 4-point extension lead in there for about 4 years. Never been touched. Nothing. No, the config hadn't changed or anything. But over time, it had been arcing, and it caused a fire. And I wasn't home, and it burnt for nearly 3 hours before somebody noticed. And my dog woke up at 3 a.m. when the fire started. Tried to alert my wife, who didn't pay any attention to the dog, and it nearly burnt the house down, like that far away. About 10 minutes we had left. So I was at a hotel. I got a call, so I got into my van and I drove home. And just as I put the last thing out, I think we're up to about $20,000 for stuff that was in there, and then probably another maybe 30K for the garage itself. So yeah, it's I laugh about it now because no one was hurt, but oh my god, yeah, that was quite a traumatic experience to have literally a couple of days before Christmas. So
Wow.
but yeah, so I'm doing so I've got fire alarms and smoke alarms and stuff throughout the house now. I went all in, so I'm doing a video at the moment based on that. And kind of what the experience is, and then looking at kind of, it was nothing to do with 3D printing. This was just something that was in the garage that we'd had plugged in for a long time. Nothing, no config to change. But the big problem was lithium-ion batteries, and the product of the fire starting meant that other things in the building then just took out. So I had a Suron, which is an e-bike, which I was about to break down to be used for a go-karting project. Of course, that went up. That's all full of lithium-ion batteries, and we were so lucky because we had a butane tank right at the back, a 25-liter butane tank. If that had gone, it was scorched, but if that had blown up, that would have taken the roof, and the whole thing would have gone. So yeah, very lucky, to say the least.
Is that how you heat your house?
No, we had some stuff. We had some stuff there.
Yourself, please?
We had some stuff there basically for.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, there's some stuff there for burning. So, but when I got there, of course, I was like I was still drunk. You know, I was out partying and stuff. So they were like, "Have you got any welding equipment in there?" And they were wanting to know if I had any big oxyacetylene tanks, which I didn't. So I'm like, no. And yeah, sure enough, the day after, I kind of went in just to sort of inspect what had been damaged, and what there was left. There's nothing left. There's bikes, ATVs. There's all my son's like electronic vehicles, his motorbikes, all that kind of stuff, but nothing that's like irreplaceable. So we're quite thankful for the fact that we're taking it as a wake up call. We're being pretty positive about it, and you got to expect as well that when children especially go through a traumatic experience, you have to be really careful about how you deal with that experience and how that's managed, because childhood experiences lead into adulthood, and I don't want him to be frightful about fire or cautious about anything that he needn't be, just because I blame myself, of course, but I plugged it in. I maybe should have done something different, but it's been there for 4 years. That was my
power strip.
Yeah. So it's like a four-way, what we call a four-way gang. So it was just plugged in, and literally because the fire team came in, to inspect everything, and we're all saying it's obviously a battery fire. Like you must have left something in, or something just went off. We were all like, it's a battery fire, and it turned out it wasn't. When he it was really interesting because he went in, he was all like fully hazmated up and stuff, and he went in and he was trying to find the source of the fire, and he was explaining how the fire scorch patterns kind of worked on the walls. And sure enough, we got to this kind of four-way gang, which was completely melted. And as he pulled the socket out, you could actually see. So in the UK, we have these like brass prongs. They're quite big brass prongs, but there's three of them. There's an earth, positive, and neutral. And the positive, you could kind of see the scorch marks where it had been over time eating away at that particular pint. So I don't know what the overall issue was about how that
the
happened.
European one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're
That's not English.
just like Germany, right?
Yeah.
No.
That's German.
No. So you guys are 110. We're 240 over here.
No, no, Germany.
I don't live in Germany.
And I said the plug's the same because in Germany they're round.
No.
Nope.
And they're
I don't have
220.
I could
Here
probably
you go. That's an English one.
Yeah.
Yeah, in America, when they build houses, they never put smoke detectors in the garages, but it's something that should be done if there might be an issue.
And
Okay. Yes, I mean, I went crazy. We got smoke detectors in every room.
There you go.
The thing is, if it had gone, if it had started smoking, the alarm had gone off. I think it would have raised the attention straight away. But I mean, we were kind of fortunate that I was at least in the country. So my wife and son had to deal with that. But the fire service were amazing, and I can't fault them for the positivity that they had. And the really kind of ironic thing was right at the end, as soon as we all kind of like, we know what it is everybody kind of content with where we're at? Yeah, they all came in and had photos with R2D2, which was kind of funny. But, I think we've made some good thought processes, and I just encourage people just to make sure you check your smoke alarms.
Your garage is attached to your house, so did it ever make it through the wall between the two, or in the attic, or it was almost?
So ironically, it's not quite attached. It's weirdly not attached. So our roof line basically goes over the garage. It's really strange the way they've done it. We didn't put it like that. It was previous people that were here before us. Basically, what I call basically the fire had come out and it burnt so hot that it licked the side of the house.
Yeah.
So we would have had eaves and stuff, but the fire service were like, you had about 10 more minutes before the house went up, and you said we probably wouldn't have been able to save the house because they used 2 fire engines and there were 4 massive water tanks, and he said we used the 4 water tanks on your house, on your garage, and he said if it had caught the house, he said there's no way we would have been able to put it out because we'd have to have called the next town over, would have to send their fire crew over as well.
Well, thank God your wife
no
and
hydrant?
your dog made it out okay.
No, we don't have hydrants here.
You're kidding! Wow.
No, so they're on board on side of the fire engine. It's some places you will do if they're big industrial zones and stuff. But I live in like a small village. It's it's quite a small.
There's parts in Germany they don't have them either. Wellness and service. So they don't have them either in some older areas. So I get it.
Yeah. So so that was kind of crazy. But the reason I've come on is because I keep hearing that Matt's got a Death Racer kit, and I really hope that you haven't started printing it yet.
Just the kid.
Yes, he started printing it.
Okay.
Matt, show us what you started to print.
All right. There was one. There were several files, and one was labeled Death Racer Kit, and I downloaded that one.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can go ahead and do that, of course. But we're about to launch a new kit, which is called the Piranha. So these are very, very sexy files. They've all been reworked. They've all been renewed. And they are literally making a video on this right now. So all the files that were originally either modified or played around with, they've been completely reworked. And now we've got a whole new kind of setup for
All right, I stop printing after
for
this.
the death races completely. So I mean, you can use those ones, of course. This kit is actually slightly longer. I think it's about 4 tracks longer. So I'm having to print some more tracks at the moment. But yeah, there's it's called the Piranha kit, and the files are going to need to be caught up to by Big Tree Tech, who are supplying the kit. But we're literally, obviously, with fires and all that kind of stuff, I'd hoped to have had things out prior to this, of course, but you know, I've had things on to deal with. But we filmed some stuff tonight. Ryan from Offset Maker Lab jumped on a call with me earlier. We were just talking about how we've changed the things and what it looks like. There's been tons of testing that's been done online and stuff. So there are some new kits coming, which are going to be certainly much more rigid than the kit that you've got there. The kit that you've got from Big Tree Tech will certainly work, but I would certainly be printing these files over the old, you know, boxy files.
So is he going to be since he's waiting, is he going to be grandfathered to the new one?
Sorry?
Since he's waiting, is he already grandfathered to the new one, or are they going to burn out the old kits first before they start getting out the piranhas?
Well, I mean, there's very few things that need to be changed inside of it. It's just a few kind of odd elements, like the inserts, the threaded inserts, and there's like 4, like you know, like for the tracks, there's 4 of those. So what we're going to try and do is get Big Tree Tech to issue some kits, or just some very small upgrade kits for the ones that are already there. But I mean, we're talking just a few things. We're not talking like, hey, you're going to need to buy a whole new kit. It's nothing like that. It's literally just a few components.
One other question before I hand off to other people. Do they also, because I am going to Rocky Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
I already got my plane tickets. Do they also have kits for the drag races?
I don't think so. I don't. So I saw Scott at, he might even be here, I don't know, but I saw Scott at Smurf this year, and he said he was kind of done with the racers, and I've seen a video where they kind of crashed into a wall, and that was that. So I don't know what the plan is regarding that one. I think it was a good thing. I liked what they had going there, but I don't know what's going on with that.
It's all open source.
So basically,
downloaded.
So if he's not going to participate, they're not going to have the drag races.
I don't know. I guess not. I mean, the thing
they're out on the website. They're advertising it.
Hey, Patrick.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, question, Sam. So, is there any chance I can get those files in advance?
Yes.
Thank you.
Sam, down below next to Patrick, that's my son Brandon. He dropped in for a Christmas present I opened up, and he's a big Spawn collector. Tell him how you're tied to the Star Wars universe. I'd appreciate it if you let him know what you've done in some of the Star Wars movies. I don't think he knows.
Okay. So I was on episode 9 on Crew. So I built some of the robots, some of the astromechs for the Star Wars film, and controlled them on set, including R2-D2 and a variety of different things. And then onwardly from that, when we wrapped that production, I was then on the blue carpets for the launches in London, done a bunch of TV work with R2-D2. There's an R2-D2 in here, which is kind of just you can't see it. You can't see it. It's just kind of over there. You can see some of my son's artwork there. So I've got an R2-D2 in here as well, and that's what we call the Disney one. So I'm still on the committee for the UK R2 Builders Club, and we do a bunch of events, raise money for charity, all that kind of stuff. And when the time is right, you are possibly selected if you've done something other than an R2-D2. I did a droid called R2-SHP, which is this droid here, which is a blue droid, and another one called LE5, which is the R6 one that's at the bottom
Give the
there.
cameraman will clear up. There it goes.
Yeah, so R2-SHP. So my name is Sam Prentice. So SP is my initials, and then H is my wife for Hannah. And then we've got R6-LE5, or Les for short. And that was basically me taking the mickey out of somebody that is a good friend of mine on set. And he got introduced at an event as Les instead of Lee. So LE5 was a tribute to a really random tribute to that. So,
Cool. Very cool.
yeah.
Are you going to have any kind of a GoFundMe or anything set up to help you raise money for damages or?
You know, so many people have messaged me about that, and the answer is totally appreciate the gesture, but we've got insurance and stuff, so you know, I'm pretty sure the fact that they've asked us to kind of total stuff up and work it out, and they're going to pay out. So okay. I haven't really. The thing is, Jerry, I haven't lost my livelihood. You know, if I had done, if I was like, if that was my shop, I mean, basically it was somewhere where I did work, but I haven't done it in a while. Most of the stuff I've been building, like the bikes and the death races and stuff, have kind of been done in here or somewhere else. So generally, it's kind of been a redundant kind of storeroom for my kids' stuff. So, you know, there's ATVs and stuff like that. Again, you know, we've all got receipts and we carry information and whatnot. So if anything did ever happen, then of course we were able to claim it based on the insurance. But there are many worse off people out there than me. So although I do appreciate it,
Yeah,
I appreciate the gesture.
You got lucky.
I really did. I mean, I know your parents didn't from memory.
Yeah.
And we were.
Correct.
Good God, we were. I mean, it burnt for nearly 3 hours. So you know, and
Wow.
this was some, you know, lipo batteries going up and a whole bunch of stuff. It's it's
scary.
It's horrendous, and we've just basically got it all boarded up at the minute. And you know, I don't know if I'm the one that's going to have to go out there and clear it up, or if the insurance company are going to send somebody, or who's going to rebuild it, or what are we going to do? So
Marcel was just on showing his chopper droid. He said he hasn't came up with the name for it yet on screen there.
Yeah, it's tricky, isn't it? I can't actually see the chat. Why is it that I can't see the chat? I can see the stream and I can see private, but
You should have chat on the right, but you can't answer chat in this new program I'm running. But you should be able to see chat. Anybody else here as a guest? Where's the chat at for Sam?
I clicked on the chat in the upper right corner and then clicked on stream and then it came up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Got it.
It's kind of small.
Yeah, so yeah, it was horrendous to say that. And I got a phone call about 20 to 6 in the morning. I jumped in my van, which I probably shouldn't have done, and drove home because that's what you do. Luckily enough, I was about 15-20 minutes. But the fire service were just so good. Like, I can't even tell you how wonderful that they are, and probably how horrendously underpaid they are for the job that they do. But every single member of that fire team were brilliant to me, my wife, my son. They had like a teddy bear thing that they give to the kids to try and reinforce positivity around situations like this. And yeah, it really sucks. It's a shame. We've lost a lot of like good stuff, but nothing that I'm going to be like, oh no, the perils of my family heirlooms. You know, there's nothing quite like that. And in fact, you know, the only weird story I tell you is that we've got this like pool vac that was about $70. And I'd literally charged it in here, unplugged it, and I thought I'll put it in the garage because I don't want the cold to get to it because it's got water inside of it. And we lost that in the fire. And that's probably the most annoying thing that I lost. And it's totally irrelevant. I bought another one, but it's, you know, it's one of those where
there's a guy here.
I was going to say the same thing.
There's a streamer, a guy here in Vegas. He has a Ghostbuster car, a DeLorean. He has all the movie cars. He lives here in Vegas. And he had some kind of a battery-operated pool device sitting on his patio at his house charging, and it took out most of his house.
Wow!
And he was an ex-musician. He took out a lot of fancy guitars from Kiss and all kinds of stuff. And it was this electronic device he plugged in the battery on the patio. So, in hindsight, he should have left it out in the backyard somewhere, plugged in away from everything. But
I think I saw something about that. I'm pretty sure I saw something.
Yeah, he had like a tiki hut that was like the kindling for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's scary when you think about how many things we leave charging all the time.
Oh my God! Well, this was an extension cord. But I mean, I said to him, I was like, "Look, I can tell you now, nothing was on charge on there. I guarantee nothing was on charge in there." And I said, "Look, to prove a point, come in here now." I wasn't here, and everything was physically unplugged. There was nothing that was on in this room. So, and he was like, Oh, R2D2. Literally, that was the kind of conversation. It was like, but to prove a point, everything was switched off. But it's really, I went to work the next day and I was just like, guys, we just need to, I said, I don't want to be a dick about this, but I think we need to check and make sure that things aren't, there's one guy who daisy chained 4 extension leads together. Now I was like, I'm not going to have a go at you, but I said, you've obviously done this to eradicate a problem you were having, but we need to get the electricians in and we need to fix this properly. So, extension cords should, apparently, according to the internet, should only be used as a temporary basis anyway. So, that's the upshot of that. But yeah, it really sucks. And, I certainly wouldn't want anyone else to go through that. But we were very fortunate not to lose the house. And we were very fortunate that my dog woke my wife up and was just being particularly annoying that night. Otherwise, potentially, they may have lost their life. So it's, very, very serious things. Yeah.
Extension cords, you draw too much power, they start getting hot.
Yeah, this was there for 4 years, though, Jerry. That's my point. It's how often do you unplug and inspect your sockets? I don't think I've ever done that. I can't honestly say I have.
Was anything plugged into the power strip? It was plugged in the wall, but was anything plugged into it charging?
No, nothing was charging, but we had a UPS that ran off of that, and that basically means that it runs a Ring doorbell and a 24-volt gate operator. So, but that's been there for 4 years, as I say. That's been there's no there was no
unlikely anything would happen to it.
Yeah, there was no config changes, but what the examiner was saying, he said, well, this has been eroding over time. This is this is something that's happened for years and years, and then eventually now it's gone. So.
Wow.
But the UPS was still working. It was still beeping away because the power had been disconnected. So, it was definitely the cause.
Yeah, no, I actually did an inspection of all of mine here after hearing yours, and I did call that one of mine because I have a list of ones that need changed every so many years. I caught one that was way before its change date that signified it was not properly grounded anymore. I was like, oh,
really?
I'm happy I checked this. But the thing is, though, to be fair, the one that it was a cheap thing and I was stupid for buying it.
Oh my God, right, yeah. Yeah. I
all the viewers out there, do not do this.
Nope.
They're on all 4 sides?
Yeah.
Oh no. That's way too
That's
many.
crazy.
That's bonkers.
Yeah.
Moving forward, I've got an electrician coming in on the 6th, and he's going to isolate a bunch of power. Anything that's in here. The way this is all set up. I've got 2 walls that have basically got potential to have printers on it. I'm going to work out how many printers would be my maximum, and then I'm just going to make sure he has the wall sockets installed. And I'm probably not. This was not 3D printing related stuff. And when I spoke to the fire chief executive who does all of this, day in, day out, he goes around and just does the investigations. I said, have you ever had any 3D printing stuff that's gone up? And he said, never. So, it's reassuring, but this is things like hoverboards, it's, e-bikes, that kind of thing that he's finding. LiPo, lithium-ion batteries is the main cause of it. And although it wasn't a main cause of it, it was a contributing factor because, obviously, when the fire started, it went off and carried on throughout the range of equipment that I had out there. So, I had two e-scooters. I had a Suron, which is a 60-watt big battery motorbike. His motorbike, my son's motorbike as well, and then just a bunch of other stuff, all mainly wood. It just went, and it singed the side of my neighbour's property as well, melted all their guttering. So it's not. We're not in. We weren't the best of friends anyway, and now it's kind of even worse. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
That stinks to lose the Sauron.
Oh, it really does, because that was going to be used in a. We were going to use that as a for a go-kart, 60, 70 mile an hour go-kart that we were about to start building.
Oh, nice.
So,
that would be fun.
Yeah, so that was a shame to kind of lose that, but we it by default. It'll form part of the insurance claim. So it is what it is.
Yep.
And in good, thing to replace that type of battery technology is sodium-ion batteries.
Yep.
And then when they install in the new houses here in America, when they build a house and put in smoke detectors, they're hardwired and they usually have a battery backup, meaning if one goes off, they all go off because they're hardwired together.
Yeah, I mean, I went
And you
fully
should
into this.
change your batteries when you change the time if you
Yeah. So I
observe
went
daylight savings
smart with
time.
this. I went fully into it. So I've got an app called XSense, and basically it goes, like you say, it goes throughout the entire house, all the units. It'll also then do my phone and my wife's phone, and everything. So all the smoke alarms are basically, you probably can't see that. All the smoke alarms are basically listed on here. There's another. So there's one up here. You might not be able to see it, but under each of the printers as well, I'm going to have a bank of smoke detectors for that as well, just in case anything was to happen in the future. The only problem I've got, and we'll have some fire extinguishers as well at some point. The only problem I'm going to have is when I'm doing like lasers and stuff, well, I might have to kind of work out how we vent that correctly, so things don't start going off. But yeah, I mean, you know what the annoying one is in the kitchen, it always goes off, right? So we've got a heat one for in there rather than it being a smoke detector.
Yeah, whenever you're cooking something, turn on the vent fan. My vent fan does not exhaust outside of my house. It should, but it don't. It basically filters it and blows it right back in the, out in your face. So
Also,
I've set off a smoke detector quite a bit from the kitchen.
Also, don't just get a smoke detector. Like when I bought this house, I replaced everything with smoke/CO2, or is it CO2?
Carbon monoxide.
Anyways, and the reason, everybody knows I'm from the same hometown as Weird Al, Linwood, California. He lost both of his parents to a fireplace fire because it was closed. The thing was closed.
The damper.
So he lost both of his parents at the same time to that. So all my house is set up that way. It has both.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a strong believer on things that you're affected by experiences that are around you, and that will certainly never happen again. And those are experiences that ultimately you learn a valuable lesson from. So like I say, it was the very next day we had all the smoke detectors were installed. They're up. They're not going anywhere. And these are what they call 10-year smoke detectors. So the battery in there is monitored. It all comes through to an app. It's all very kind of smart and technological and stuff. But if there was a fire now, and it would basically alert my phone straight away, so I would know wherever I am, I would be able to kind of act on that should I need to. So, but yeah, I'll just be very careful. I mean, I've seen kids today going up and down the road on e-scooters that they obviously just got for Christmas, and when I work out who the parent is, I'm going to just make sure that they're not charging them in the house, because I'd hate to think that something like that would go off. But again, the experiences that you have do form the way that you think and where you behave. So yeah, so much so I'm even doing a video on it, because I want to show people the experience that I've had, and perhaps they would take something away from that. So many people have said to me, "Oh, we've just checked our smoke alarm," or "We used to do it all the time, but this has just made us do it again." That kind of thing. So it's worth it.
A new law they recently passed in Nevada, they're requiring all new houses built to have full sprinkler systems inside the house now.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah. Well, let's not dwell on that, shall we? Let's move on to something more thrilling, shall we?
All right.
So who ordered the Prusa Core 1? There's one.
I don't need to order one. They send me one.
It's not in my budget.
Absolutely functional print.
I like it. I would prefer the bamboo one that they do. I think that was. There's two ways to look at that. You could look at that as stooping to a new level, or you could look at it as actually, they're running with the jokes, and at least there's some humor in 3D printing finally.
Zach, you keep freezing.
I'm going to do the giveaway here in just a minute. I'm going to close the dock right now when I get
Who?
to it.
Veronica.
it doesn't shock me if I'm freezing. I'm using a lot of bandwidth right now. A lot of it. Because
I keep telling you, you got to get
uploading
rid
a
of that
bunch of stuff.
AOL.
Wait,
You got to get rid of that dial-up AOL, man.
Wait. Kenny, come on, Kenny.
Xfinity.
Kenny doesn't have dial up.
But,
Kenny doesn't have dial-up, and Kenny has Chrome, so
Yeah.
Kenny is not frozen.
And I have a 2 gigabit line. Thank you very much.
See?
Wow, we have a lot of people entered today in the giveaway for a roll of Polymaker. 45 people.
Yeah.
I have
Quantum-
T-Mobile Cellular. I don't know what my upload is.
Yeah, look up Quantum. And yeah, they offer
Yeah, I
2
need
gig, 2 gig now for 95.
Nice. That's not bad.
And I got it for the hell of it when I
So you want to see a functional 3D print?
you what?
Not on your bandwidth.
No, not yet.
He's probably got
Jeez,
Commodore.
that is horrible.
He's probably got a
Let me
Commodore
see if
64.
I can. Let me close some things.
To share my screen.
It's not the size of your bandwidth, it's how you use it.
Man, but
Well, that's what you were talking about a couple of weeks ago with those rods.
I
you
mean,
know?
to be fair, I've like
I'm surprised T-Mobile's handling the stream from the
That's
upload, and I'm
unfortunate.
uploading the YouTube video too.
All righty,
Surprising.
we're going to give away one roll of Polymaker filament anywhere they ship in the
Wow.
world, which is probably just about everywhere. You must be present in chat to win. We'll draw one winner. I will contact Polymaker while the stream is going, and I will send you a link with a code. The code is worth $35. So most people buy two $20 rolls, and they just pay the difference in price or whatever you want to do. But we're going to draw right now. So you've got 45 people here. Let me go through and shuffle. And if you're watching the screen, you'll see your name go by.
What's my name?
And here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You seen it? Ladybug. Ah, so close.
Corey, Madcat.
Rig.
Congrats, Madcat.
Rig.
Are you in chat, Madcat?
No.
I call Rig.
I definitely
Corey never usually hangs out in my chat that I know of, but he's here
Rig.
today.
Right there, seen it.
I'm saying Rig.
I see it.
Calling it.
I'm looking for it on my end. I don't see it yet.
So close
Yeah.
for me.
Popped up a couple times.
I don't see
I
him.
see nothing.
I feel
Look,
I
it's
don't see
Mac
him.
Cat.
Oh, come on, guys.
Respin.
It's on
Great
YouTube.
set.
Say
30
something.
I don't see it.
30
I
seconds.
don't see that at 3:44 p.m. He said I'm here. I don't see that. Respin.
No.
Yeah.
Madcat. Here he is. Congrats, Madcat. Congratulations.
See how fast I see it with the 2 gig line? See how fast?
Where's Matt?
Yeah.
Where's he at?
I think I'm
Hold on,
only
Father.
seeing
on.
Twitch comments. I'm not seeing any Facebook
Here.
ones.
I am seeing both.
Yeah,
pop
Twitch
up.
and
I do
YouTube
see-
are both coming in on the stream.
Yeah.
In order for guests to reply to them, you have to go straight to Twitch or to YouTube to reply to anybody. On StreamYard that I used to use, you could,
I don't know where my phone is.
the guests here could type in chat.
Oh yeah, I can see it there. Okay, that's weird.
No, I don't know where. I think I left it upstairs when I fed the cats.
And we got quiet there for a second.
Yeah, I gotta take care of something. Go ahead and talk to you guys.
Oh, Scott
Yeah.
was there.
I'll report in a second.
Yeah, I didn't see any of these messages. That sucks.
Well, I didn't notice Scott in chat.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah,
Still
he
watching
said that he
Scott. Hey,
wasn't
how you
getting
doing?
any support with it, so he
He's
was
gone.
done with it. He couldn't get support. He couldn't do it himself. So
yeah.
Okay.
if anybody else wants to take over and be the support for it, they're more than welcome to.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, with everything else he's got going on, also trying to kind of put those together. It was a bit much for one man to take on.
Yep.
Which
I
I
know.
understand. He's got a lot of other things he does on the back end at these events to
Well,
do
he's a
that
stripper,
stuff.
isn't he? He's a stripper. So
Well,
you know,
I wasn't going to out him like that, Sam. I wasn't going to put it out there.
Wait, so where are we throwing dollars at for a stripper?
see, yeah, piqued your interest now, haven't we?
Just get a bald man taking his clothes off. Dave's interested. What?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it was really surreal. It was really surreal at Smurf. I'm sat there with a drink in a bar, and I see Scott walk through this doorway, and I'm like, "Huh, that guy looks like Scott." And I'm looking, and I'm going, "It is Scott."
Black cowboy hat.
It was just really weird. I was like, "What's he doing here?" Like, yeah.
Corey,
so-
if you're in chat, he send me an email. It'll make it simpler. Just shoot me an email. You don't have to say anything in the email, and I'll shoot you back the code and the link.
Whoa. What was that?
Because last week my
loud at least.
Well, anyway,
I think that was Kenny getting up. I think he bumped his mic.
Bite me, man. Bite me.
Yeah, sorry, guys. I'm not getting all these messages that I can see on YouTube. That there's like loads missing.
I'm noticing that it's not auto feeding. I have to keep refreshing, hit the little yellow arrow, and push the chat up. For some
something's
reason,
wrong
it
with
just
Talk Studio or YouTube. I don't know.
yeah,
It's kinda-
because I had to scroll through, and then I caught it, and I got to see where.
After YouTube channel open and Twitch channel open.
It's only for you in KTV room. It sure is. It only can be that. That's where it is. That's where it's at. That is where it's at. Blimey. What's coming new for 2025? We've got go-kart coming, Chris. We've got new Def Racers. We've got new kits coming out for that. Loads of support now, and like Scott said, you know, when you're doing a project like he was doing the project, and they're pretty similar, right? So when you're trying to do that, one person trying to make that support, and the kickback you get from people is palpable. It's I have had a couple of times where I'm like, do you know what? I don't need this. That's just stop and move on and do something else. But you know, luckily enough, more recently, some other people have jumped on board. So, you know, that's good. The dog hasn't just been rewarded with a big bone. She's pregnant. That is.
She definitely got a bone, Sam.
She got a bone. Yep.
She sure did. She sure did. Yeah, due on the 4th of February. So, yeah. So there.
Yeah.
Do you have more than one dog, or was it the neighbor's dog, the guy you don't get along with?
No, they don't have dogs, but we bred her a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, it's a planned thing. So yeah.
What kind of dog?
All right, Corey, I just sent it back to you. You should have it in a second.
I've got a working lab.
Oh, labs are cool.
That means she goes out, she brings home a rent, she's got to pay away, you know, that kind of thing.
You can end up with up to 20 puppies, you know that.
No, it won't be 20.
Hey, and Jerry?
All right, guys, let's take bets. How many puppies Sam Prentice dog gonna have?
Hey, Jerry, Scott's trying to get in.
I'll take 4.
Oh, is he? Oh, here he is.
He needs a link.
Let's say 9.
Oh, link is in private.
Yeah, I'm saying 9. You could you put $1,000 on it.
A Labrador, yeah.
No, I can't afford a grand.
I'm not
Put
putting a
$1,000
grand
on
on
that.
it, but I'll say 8.
I just said 8. Anyways, yeah, because I went for 4 because I remember it. He said Labrador. Hey, Jerry, just so you know, that hat from the jar, because remember I was asking you about the holder for the reel? There is a hole in the bottom and the back that he designed in. So there is access for the filament. I'm assuming that's what that little hole is for. What, man? I'm talking about the hat on my printer.
I don't think they can see your messages, Scott, to be fair.
Won't let me on.
I got it right
Sam
here.
and I will
She's
demonetize
getting her own
him.
room.
Yeah, I was taking care of the Polymaker winner. I got that taken care of. The code has been sent in the link to Corey.
Oh, I'm in now.
Close
Yeah,
neighbors
you're
a
in,
half
Zach.
mile away, you lucky dog, man.
Zach,
Is this a little bit better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, man.
No, my internet went down. That's
Well,
why
you
my
started-
bandwidth was terrible.
Did you have to
Oh,
unplug the
so you had
phone
to
and plug it back in again?
Yeah, so you had to listen to that handshake again. That wee-hoo!
Hey, Scott.
Mm-mm.
How you doing, buddy?
Hey, wait.
So it was surreal that I walked into a bar that Sam Prentice was sitting at in Manchester, England.
It was.
That's what I'm hearing.
It was, because I was just like, you walk through that doorway and I was like, huh, that guy looks like Scott. And then I sort of was like, it really looks like, now he's walking over. Hang on, it is Scott. Yeah, just very surreal. Very surreal.
Well, you were surprised that I was there, or what? I mean,
Well, I didn't know you were going. Normally, you know what it's like. Normally, you kind of know who's going to an event, right? You kind of get.
Hey Alexa, turn lights on.
No.
There's a. Hang on, everyone's waiting for Alexa to do something now.
well, mine was going to try to turn the lights on, but they're already on. So
I figured it out.
let's play notifications.
I was assuming that my printers are picking up every sound because this is my phone, so.
It'll be at effect from December 28th. 10 p.m.
Scott, that's my
This
son.
setup.
That's my son Brandon next to you.
Yeah, I've been watching on the stream since you started. I'm working on this testing machine over here, and having my back to the camera doesn't really do any good. And I guess I could move the camera over there, but anyway.
So you're getting back into testing?
I'm still rebuilding the same testing machine, but it's uses a giant closed loop stepper now, right here.
Oh wow.
And so it'll be able to do stress strain graphs. I can throw a sample in it. Here's a sample that's for. Well, let me move this camera back. This sample will be for layer adhesion. So I can throw a sample in there, just hit one button, and it takes off. It'll preload it to a set point. It'll stop. It'll zero everything out, and then it'll go ahead and it'll run for 2 millimeters at. I don't remember what the speed is now. It'll run for 2 millimeters at 1 millimeter per minute speed, and then it'll kick up to 25 millimeters per minute speed to run an additional 5 millimeters, which that's the ISO standard for materials testing. And then because it's using a closed loop stepper, it reports back the steps where it's at in real time, and it takes the reading from the load cell, the reading from the stepper, and it can create a graph that it was at this position at this strain, and it'll the Arduino itself is not capable of creating the actual graph, so I have to offload it on a .csv file and use a computer to create it, and I don't want it tethered to a computer. So I'm adding a, well, wherever the hell they're at, I'm adding a SD card slot to the whole setup, and I can drop an SD card in there, and each test, it'll dump it to an SD card, and I'll just have it sequentially say, test 001, 002, like that, and that way I can just use a piece of paper, old school, and write what each material was, and then take that over to the computer, plug it in, and just a real simple code on a spreadsheet and create stress strain graphs for each material. So but it's a lot of code and a lot of experimenting, and yeah, trying to make everything cooperate's been. I've been through some breadboards. We've left smoke stains on breadboards. Still stinks. That smell don't go away anytime soon. So here's an Arduino Nano that blew up yesterday. Here's a Pi Zero that I fried a couple weeks ago because I fed 48 volts back to it, and it didn't like that. So, but getting there. And I have some of these Libre computers that I haven't figured out how to use yet. Wish I knew somebody knew something about these.
Yeah, well, the fun part is without an eMMC, you got to boot from USB, which means you got to write an image to a USB and then plug it in and boot it off that.
Right.
But the other Libre boards are a little bit nicer with the ability to use SD cards. So that makes it a little nicer if you don't have an eMMC floating around.
Well, I don't. I actually have a whole bunch of Raspberry Pis, but I'm a whole lot better at doing code for Arduino than I am Raspberry Pi. So that's why I kind of stick to what I know. I need to just basically jump in with both feet because, I mean, right here's a Raspberry Pi 5 that will more than handle everything. I need to jump in and do it is what it boils down to, but I don't.
Cybertech has a comment here for you.
Yeah. Well, like I say, it's right now I'm using the Arduino Uno 4. Yeah, the Uno R4 is the one I'm using, and it's actually got a Wi-Fi module on it. So theoretically, I could send the data back to the computer via Wi-Fi, but like I say, I'm just going to throw a SD card on there and have it print or have it drop all the data onto the SD card for each test, and then I can just plug it into the computer and use a real simple one-line script and generate all of the stress strain graphs. So, but it's a work in progress. I've got the motion all sorted out now. The load cell's all sorted out. It's calibrated. The motion works exactly like I want it. I'm changing some of the button functionality because it goes out to a certain point, and then I hit another button and it returns back to where it started from. But I might get a test piece that had a little bit more shrinkage or something and just doesn't quite drop in there. So I'm adding a couple of buttons where I can jog it back and forth slowly to set the part. And then, like I say, when I press the test button, it loads it to, and I haven't set the number yet, but it'll load it to a certain amount on the load cell. It'll stop there, back up to 0, and then reset everything, and then it'll start the test from right there and record everything for the next basically 2 minutes while it runs the test. And then all I got to do is hit the return button, and it just backs everything back up to start the next one. So,
Jerry, how many people can jump in here?
I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out if more people try to come in. I think 11 or 12. I think I can do more than this.
Well, drop the link again so Tripod can join in.
Yeah.
Oh no, not him, not him.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I can have more than 10 on. Dave, wasn't it you online that tried to print TPU on your Delta and made a big mess, or was it somebody else?
That definitely wasn't me. I'm drying TPU right now to run in the Delta later on tonight, but she has to be asleep because she hates the
I
Delta.
won't be able to because we have our late show.
Yeah,
Oh,
one of my friends online posted they ran some TV through their Delta. It didn't retract, or I'm not sure who it was.
Don't
I'll
know.
run it through
Hey,
and we'll find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tripod with Tripod's Garage.
There he
Hey,
is.
buddy. How you doing?
You don't want me on here.
Sure we do.
Hey!
Everybody's welcome. All makers are welcome.
Sam leaves. It's perfect timing.
Sam left? No!
Yeah.
Oh, no, there he is. Okay.
Yeah.
So, this is proof. Is my audio picking up by any chance or no?
No, we can't hear
Oh!
what you're saying.
Am I better now?
No.
No? Well, crap.
We can hear you. What do you want to show?
Oh!
There you go. Now you're better.
No.
Okay.
No.
So,
Yes.
I actually cleaned up my resin station.
Give the camera a minute to catch up.
Hey, don't get Grant in here. He'll tell you resin is toxic.
I know all about resin. I've been doing resin for years.
Same here, but this is one of those like Harbor Freight things. I converted it so it can actually hold a little bit more storage.
Cool.
And my creepy mannequin that I feel like is going to snap my neck one of these days when I'm not looking. And this is
that's Zach's kitchen, everybody. He removed all the appliances and added more shelving.
Wow. I haven't heard that noise in a long time. That doing, doing, doing.
Sounds like he's swimming. He's swimming.
Yep, he froze. Okay, there you go, Zach. Now you're moving again.
Nice work.
Okay.
You've got good internet.
Yeah, as I said, my internet completely. Oh no, my internet's going. I'm going off my 5G right now.
Are you on
Well, your
9600 baud
5G
or
is
something?
gone too. There,
Are you on
you're better
9600
now
baud
that
or
you're out of that
something?
room.
Are you on
It's on
9600?
Xfinity. But yeah, no, my internet's gone.
So you're going off of mobile.
Hey, Scott, are you familiar with nanopolymer adhesive?
Yep.
Nope.
Yes.
Did you hear me
never
talk
heard of it.
earlier in last week that I accidentally put it in my vape pen when I was doing stuff on my computer, but thank God I didn't vape it because it's the same type of container as my vape juice.
So this is homemade. This is homemade bed adhesion stuff. It's got this in it. And no, that's not white powder that you snort, though I suppose you can. It's got this in it, which again is not white powder that you snort, but I suppose you can, along with 100% or 99% isopropyl alcohol and deionized water. And when you make up a batch of this, there is a bunch. And I like, what the hell am I going to do with this? Well, I make my own vape juice. So I just reached down into my box out there in my kitchen I got a place where I keep all my vape supplies. I just reached down there in the box, grabbed a handful of empty bottles, and I filled them all. And one day I was sitting in here on a live chat on Discord with some people at, I think, Fabrico or Zero G, I'm not sure which, and grabbed my vape, topped it up with that crap, and took a nice big fiery hit off of it, and coughed for a few days.
Wow.
So yeah.
Did you get a buzz?
I don't know if I got a buzz or not, but I wasn't in very good shape for a while.
Yeah, well, thank God. So
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Could have killed himself.
Yeah, it's you definitely absolutely want to make sure you keep. Yeah, I didn't even think about it. Because I buy these bottles like 250 at a time.
Mark them.
Well, okay, but here's the thing, Kenny. You can mark them all you want with let's say a Sharpie, and it doesn't take very many times of touching the bottle and it's gone. You can take and put a label on them But if they're vape juice, the actual vape juice itself, if it touches that label, it just immediately turns the glue loose on it, so they just fall off. So the easiest way is that is very, very light liquid. You know, it's basically water and alcohol, where vape juice is really thick. So I've learned to give it a shake before I pour. I've only done it once.
Let's try all it took.
And I lived through it, but you know, how many years did it take off my life? Well, you know, it's like people talking about printing in a room with ABS right here next to me and not having all these special filters. I'm doing this every day. I'm sucking on this nonstop, every waking moment. So I'm going to guess that, you know, pick your battles, but I'm doing
Scott,
this.
yours looks very familiar.
Yeah, yours is vape and mine's food. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fat.
You got the face screen or the side screen?
I have the face screen.
Same as mine.
Anything other than air obviously isn't good for you, but vaping is a lot better than smoking. And I smoke 2 packs a day. And I'd cough and hack and wheeze. And vaping, I don't do any of the above. So it's much better than smoking.
Well, I make my own vape juice, and I don't use nicotine anymore. I haven't used nicotine in, it's been a couple of years. I do keep a bottle around that I have a really light nicotine mix in. And if I'm going out or something like that, sometimes I'll take it because it's kind of fun to get a nicotine buzz instead of drinking.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I don't even vape nicotine. I mean, I've got a, well, hold on a second. Let me go get it.
I vape a 6. I don't know what cigarettes are. Probably like a 20. You know, Brandon?
What?
Nicotine a cigarette versus my vape juice. I vape a 6. Cigarettes are probably like a 20 or something.
So your normal cigarettes anywhere between 12 and 20 on your nic level. So that's why they have the salts. Salts is what people used to go to when they were smoking 2-3 packs a day. I
Right
started
there.
with salts.
There's Nick salts right there.
Way too strong.
And this is I've had this for 6 years, and it's still right there's the level in it. And I've not used any of this in probably 2 years now. But you know, and in the freezer it'll stay forever. But yeah, it's well, it's actually not legal to own this now. So
yeah, I was just about to say.
Yeah, we are human fog machines, and I've actually got a lot of pictures I've taken of different Spawn characters where I hit a big vape, I blow it on it, and I start click, 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 taking pictures. I need some fog in my picture. He's my vape.
Wow. Speak of the devil.
That's something I've never done, just like I've never done Molly, because yes, I am a recovered drug addict from a long time ago. But yeah, I've never vaped and I've never done any of that, or Molly, or any of that new stuff.
Cool.
So I consider myself fortunate. Just like I don't even drink anymore. I'm a dud at a party.
No, if I see Kenny or Jerry, I'll probably be nice and hammered or drunk. That's the only place I drink is in Vegas.
I tried to drink at a bar in Manchester, but there was this guy Sam Prentice there that was he was
messing up the bar.
Was he groping you?
No, I sat right next to him, and he wouldn't even let me put my hand on his knee or anything.
God, what a
I think he broke up with me after China.
Right. He's that hard mobility of your hand. So we all know how you get there, Scott.
I don't even remember who all was at that table. I know Natalie and her daughter were there, and I think that outside of that, I know Sam was at that table, but I don't remember who the hell else was there.
The 3D printing Belgian was there, and Zachary 3D Prints was there.
Yeah, Zach was there. That's right.
Oh, Zachary was probably a little worse for wear, huh?
Well, what day did you get into town, Sam?
Friday night.
Okay, because we all got there Thursday, and a big group of us wound up at a pizza place a few miles away that we walked to. Then it started pouring rain. So I ordered us all a Uber XXL. Well, an Uber XXL in the United States is a Suburban or a full-size van or something. This chap shows up in this little Volkswagen thing with 2 child seats in the trunk, and I wound up in one of those frickin' child seats.
I went to another computer.
Brilliant.
When I had to tweak.
And you don't get anywhere fast in an Uber there in England either, I've learned.
No, it's pretty horrendous.
Yeah. But it saved us walking back in the pouring rain. But I just, they gave you the option for an Uber XXL. So I ordered this XXL, and this guy shows up in this Volkswagen thing. And the 2 Germans that were with us assured us this Volkswagen was not made in Germany. It's made in Brazil. But I don't even know what kind of Volkswagen it was. They considered this an XXL, and it had these literally barely bigger than child seats in the boot area, and that was considered the 3rd row, and that's where I wound up at.
Yeah, the Honda Pilots are really small for those 2 for the 3rd rows. My wife
And then Sanity from Voron tried to arm wrestle the driver over who was going to sit in the driver's seat because somebody told her to get in the shotgun seat. So she goes around, opens the driver's door, and tries to get him out.
Oh.
No, it was a good time. I walked over to Greg's way too many times.
Yeah, that happens.
Oh, yeah. And I got to see Matt German.
No, really?
With his clothes
Yeah,
on.
yeah, I got to see the real Matt German in live and in person.
The real Matt.
Yeah, on the live stream a few weeks back, Sam's like, well, Scott's like, if you come back tomorrow, Matt, come on back, see everybody. And Matt did. He took pictures with everybody, and he was kind of had a little grin on his face, like, yeah, I'm happy, I'm having a good time. He posts a lot of pictures online.
Yeah, Sunday was a bit of a vague memory for me, unfortunately.
Can't imagine why.
Did you come back to the hotel and get involved in the LGBTQ football?
No, Saturday night I had my drinks spiked, and I just went. I put a drink down, and I woke up in my hotel room fully clothed. That's all I remember.
So mission wasn't
You weren't at our hotel, were you? Where you got your drink spiked?
No, we were at a nightclub.
Okay, because at our hotel that night they had a Christmas party, and it was LBGTB. You know what all the letters are?
It's the alphabet. It was the alphabet.
It was a football club, and they just had that whole area just packed. You couldn't get drinks, you couldn't get food. The music was so freaking loud; it was just horrendous. But
well, Sam, I hope you didn't wake up the next morning feeling like you got kicked in the butt real hard. That's all I gotta say.
I'll be completely honest with you, Gary. I was slightly disappointed with myself.
Yeah, you trying to say that he was able to poop really good?
He fell down a flight of stairs.
No, I think I got out of there prior to. I think I realised what was going on, and I decided to make a swift exit. But
Wow.
I woke up 3% battery, 18 missed calls, and lots of people sending me messages going, "What happened? Where are you?" And
Wow.
yeah, I've no idea, absolutely no idea. But no, I was safe. Thank you very much. But I did do a test for what they call benzynes, and it showed that on Monday that I still had I had some whatever the concoction was that they put in the drink. It was still in my body, which is probably why I felt like I had the worst hangover ever. So
Wow.
yeah. So December couldn't get any better for me. Literally.
And you say Creality and you are buddies again, right?
Well, I wouldn't say that. Let's not go too far.
And you don't have any. And you don't have any scars on your body where they took out an organ or something.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. But when I saw you, I almost took out an organ.
But not for Scott though.
No, that's reserved for the private KTV rooms in China.
That's it. That's it.
And I am video publicly. I might have video of a slightly inebriated Sam Prentice trying to ride on the back of a scooter.
Oh, dude, I was.
Well,
let's not go down that road. But yes, I was. That was another drunken night out. There, it's forming a pattern, but perhaps I should maybe attend an AA meeting at some point in time.
It's all good. That was the night I went back to smoking real cigarettes because I ran out of vape juice, and even though it's all made in China, you can't buy the shit there.
Nope.
But you can buy a pack of Marlboros for 38 cents US.
You're kidding. Wow.
38 cents. Because I walked, my vape ran out, and so when we were coming in, there's like when you come into these KTV karaoke bars, it's not like you think about here in the U.S. These are like clubs, but they're private rooms. When we went by this, we come in, we go by this great big bar. Well, when my vape juice was running out, I didn't want to go all the way back down to the hotel. So I walked out there to the bar, and I got a pack of Chinese Marlboros, and I just used my Alipay or whatever the hell it was, WhatsApp or whatever we used to pay for shit there. I don't remember now. Paid for it. And then the next morning when I was reconciling my bank account, that charge was 38 cents.
Crazy.
Wow.
That's better than the Indian stores here in Vegas.
Well, the night before that, I was over in Taiwan. Sam was up in Wuhan, and I didn't take my vape to Taiwan because it's illegal there. So when I landed there, I went to the 7-Eleven in the airport and bought a pack of cigarettes, Marlboros there, and they were only like $3 in Taiwan. Then I get to the hotel where all the flight attendants on my flight coming over to Taipei were staying at, and I run into all them out in the smoking lounge, and they're all out there vaping. And I'm like, that's illegal. And she's like, oh, they never check for that. They don't bother you. So anyway, you can't buy it there, but if you bring it in from out of the country, I guess as long as you don't make a big deal about it, they don't say anything. But I was told that it was illegal there and it could get you arrested for vaping in public. So I just left my vape in China and grabbed a pack of cigarettes when I got to
The weird thing
Taiwan.
about that trip, though, is like people are. I hear a lot of people saying to me like, "Hey, did somebody like follow you around from like the Chinese government the whole time you were there?" And I was like, "No, Like, there was none. There's
no.
always this like almost like a conspiracy thing that because they've heard it, it must be true. It very odd, very very weird. But
Well,
I didn't have, I had no experience.
Serpent's DA that you watch and a few other people, China Uncensored and other. There's one other channel I watch. They talk a lot about things like that a lot.
There's cameras everywhere, but shit, like at night when we were out walking around there at night, Sam, I don't recall ever even seeing a police officer or anything like that.
No,
nowhere.
No.
Down around the malls, or when we went up around where Creality's building's at, where all the little local shops were and stuff. I don't recall ever seeing a police officer anywhere. The only place ever I remember seeing any is standing at the corners and intersections, and the DD drivers were telling us that they stand there to watch for people that are don't have their seatbelt on, and they write the DD drivers tickets for having unseatbelted passengers. But as far as people following us around and stuff,
no.
I mean, we had some people following us around, but it wasn't for that reason. It was the girls with their little QR code cards wanting to hand them to Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, Scott, you didn't even go to the good KTV. Like the good KTV was just off the hook. Like
I heard about it.
The hook. That was very bizarre.
That's where you got the sensual massage in the bathroom while you were peeing?
Yep, from a guy. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Many questions were just answered. Thank you.
That's why the doors are locked when Sam's are here when we go to the bathroom.
Well, at night, our hotel parking lot would just fill up with business cards.
Which, by the way, I had no idea about until Scott told me.
There would be these business cards just covering the parking lot out there, and it would be her picture and a QR code and Chinese writing, and you could just take your Alipay app. I'm being told this. You could take your Alipay app, scan the QR code, put in your information, what room number you're in, what hotel and everything, and pay for the services right there, and they just show up. And then about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I'd go down to get a cup of coffee and whatnot, and the little grandmas would be out there with their little brooms, sweeping all these cards up and throwing them in the garbage. I think I grabbed one, showed it to you that one morning, Sam. But
then you stuffed it straight in your jeans. I remember that. I remember that.
Just to show Sam, right? It wasn't used prior.
Okay. Did it give you an estimate of how long it would take for them to get to your room?
A couple of minutes.
and then Scott was able to poop really easily.
They're not very far away.
Oh man!
See, the first week I was there, I didn't get any of this because they had me on the back side of the hotel. So I spent all night listening to and watching people recycle e-waste. So then the second week I got moved to the front of the hotel, and then I didn't get any sleep there because I spent all night watching the parking lot.
Cyber tech, I think that'd be a big problem in Taiwan, not China.
What's that?
Made a comment that they weren't girls. I think that'd be a Taiwan thing. Lady boys.
That's Thailand.
Thailand.
Wow.
Thailand is where I'll let you know because I leave on.
Take care, Dan.
Oh, I wasn't leaving. I was saying hi to Mrs. Tripod.
Hey, Mrs. Tripod.
Oh, hey, Mrs. Tripod.
Hello.
Mrs. Tripod's had her hair done.
I did.
Looks good.
I did too.
Hers looks better.
I wasn't talking about that.
It was blonde and now it's red.
Yeah, so I'm not natural.
Tripod and I have the same hairdresser.
Yeah, right.
Her name is Vic.
Hey, Red Light, how you doing?
And I wouldn't.
I got
you guys
for you.
You're daring it to use a pick.
Hey, Sam, that's a really unique computer chair. I've never seen one with the shoulder parts like that on yours.
Yeah.
Oh, you should see the video. His ass is all over the place.
So this company reached out and they were like, "Hey, can you review a computer chair?" And I'm like, "Not really." And they sent me this thing. And then, to be honest, I was kind of like, I had a Secret Labs chair, which my wife has now stolen. But I was like, I probably will go back to the Secret Labs chair. But this is actually way comfortable. So it's a bit weird. I don't know. I know they did a Kickstarter on it. I don't even know if it was fulfilled or not. But I'm waiting for another one. I'd like someone else to send me another chair because this is okay, but there's definitely some better ones out there.
You know what brand it is?
Do you know what? I can't remember off the top of my head. I'd have to look at what the video was called.
Oh, okay. Well, we did a video on
check
your
out Sam's
channel.
channel. He got a review on it.
Yeah, almost looks like it's got bat wings, man.
It's spinning around on that chair. Almost
It's
like
a bit
it was
weird.
pole.
I figured he sold it off one of the sets from Star Wars.
No,
Think it's,
they did have some really, really cool chairs though there, and I was desperate to try and find where they had those made, but no information on those chairs, unfortunately.
And this
Very
Christmas
cool.
season, how many of you saw the "Make It So" Christmas song for Star Trek?
No.
I'm the only one.
You're the only one. It was targeted
Yeah,
to you. obviously.
YouTube recommended because you know how it does that, and so I watched it. The Star Trek Make It So Christmas song.
That's
You
amazing.
said Star
Kenny.
Trek, not Star Wars. So there's your
No,
first
it's Star
mistake.
Trek. To make it
You
so.
said-
I'm a trekker. I'm not a trekkie.
It's called the T0 gaming chair. The TGIF T0 gaming chair.
Anybody have anything planned for New Year's? Just going to stay at home? You going to go out and celebrate, or?
No, there's people out there, Jerry. People suck.
I'll
Just
be
stay
just doing
home.
this thing.
Well, the older you get, you tend to say that more and more. But yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be celebrating unemployment, actually.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
Sam. We need to make this into a death racer.
Oh yeah. We should definitely do that. Yeah,
Is
definitely.
that a new robotic lawnmower?
That's cool.
It has different attachments. That thing weighs a flipping ton. I'm telling you, it's here, let me move the computer over.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Show colors.
So it's got different modules in it. They attach to the front. One thing I wasn't expecting is that it has the RTK is the way that it communicates, runs off of PoE. So you have to actually have it attached like by Ethernet outside. I was like the Momotion robotic lawnmower that I reviewed was all wired Wi-Fi. I was not expecting this, so I'm not going to drill a hole on the side of the house just yet. Wasn't planning on it, so I'm going to get a Wi-Fi extender over here, and then do the PoE off of the Wi-Fi extender off of Ethernet, and then run the Ethernet outside. So because I was like really expecting it to be off of Wi-Fi like the other one that I reviewed, but I mean the core, as they call it, without the battery is over 100 pounds. So
wow.
Yeah, it's
One thing about them extenders, though,
What's
they
that?
do decrease your speed. Extenders, they decrease your speed.
It can't be any bad as Zach's, so I'm on my extender right now.
Yes.
Because I did try them, and yeah, I got rid of them.
No, it depends on which brand you get to. So, I mean, again, it's just to also get the basically an Ethernet port over here without having to. I was planning on hardwiring it when I did the electrical, and when the guys were here, I totally forgot to have it ran. So, when I did the whole electrical upgrade in here, but we'll see. So definitely a lot in this kit to go through. And,
How many people there have snow right now?
we haven't gotten. We had a dusting last week, and then it's not even any real snow accumulation in the next 10 days. It's just
It's
winter
60
ice.
degrees here, and my air conditioner's running on December 28th. We haven't had snow here on Christmas, or around Christmas, in 13 years was the last time we had snow here.
Uh-huh.
Something about global warming or something, I'm not sure.
So are you, Scott, are you pretty close to Tornado Alley?
I'm in Tornado Alley. We get multiple tornadoes a year around here.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Where are you at, Scott?
Right in central Kansas.
Ah, yes, he is.
Right slap in the middle of Kansas.
Yeah, because I have a friend in Oklahoma, but he never sees tornado. I mean, he sees them off in the distance, but that's about it.
I seen a guy on YouTube, like 6 weeks ago, maybe, or a couple months ago. He had giant ratchet straps he put on his house, and they were
Right.
anchored front and back. And that was like, wow, that's a
Yes.
great idea. You know, that way the
Yeah, it's actually not bad. But us in the Midwest, what we do is we hear the tornado siren, we go out there and look.
That's first thing. I grew up here, and as soon as the tornado sirens are going off, you run out the door and get up on the roof of the house or wherever you can get to, and see where they're at, see what's coming.
Yep. I mean, honestly, and then you just, go in your basement if you have one, or in your tub. So,
my when we had the back in the late '80s when we had that explosion here in Henderson, the Time-It, no, not Time-It. Jerry, help me out. What was that? The
Pepcon that blew up.
The rocket fuel plant.
Pepcon. Anyways, my sister and my brother-in-law then had a house downtown. My brother-in-law was up on the roof like you're talking about, and he felt the impact of that explosion.
Yeah, I had a house down by Samstown at the time, and that happened out in Henderson, and it blew in my front window and it kicked in my front door. I had a deadbolt 6. I was working that day, and when I came home, my front door was ajar as if somebody kicked it in, and the window was busted because a shock wave just took everything in there and instantly shoved it and everything in its way. Out in the Green Valley, all the garage doors, if your door was shut, all the doors were destroyed and kicked in like a car ran into them. If your door was cracked open, it was fine. If it was down, it was demolished.
Yeah, that was rocket fuel.
Yeah. It took out the marshmallow factory next to it. One person died in the whole thing.
Only thing we got to watch out is for people who don't know how to drive boats and just go right into the bridge.
Or back him up into
that happened where you are, huh? The bridge.
Yeah, that's the Francis Scott Key Bridge. Yeah, it's
that's
caused
a shame about those
major headache.
construction workers. That's a damn shame.
Yeah, 11 of them.
They didn't warn them.
They had no clue. No one had a clue.
They seen the boat coming.
You really think that boat? They really said, "Oh, look, there's a giant boat coming for the bridge."
I don't think that bridge had big ballards around the whatever you call them, uprights.
No, there's small little wooden ones, little small ones.
Fell in too. Cars.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, it messed up traffic for months, and people are just now starting to figure out the new routes to go around it. But it's still, they're talking another 10 years, 5 to 10 years before we get another bridge back like that.
Yeah,
as the government fights over the funding.
Well, I got to jump out here, guys. I got to get going. So,
well, thank you for coming in, Scott. Great seeing you, my friend. Have a great New Year's.
Yep, you guys do the same. See you later. Catch you later, Sam.
Bye for now, dude. Bye.
Anyway, anything anybody would like to talk about? Go for it. Anything you want to plug that you're working on, or any links?
My CGI group is getting really good because I have printers that aren't available yet, just magically appearing. So,
ooh, that looks like a belt printer from Idea Form.
It's not really there. It's like a wormhole or CGI or.
We saw nothing. No one sees anything.
Well, I mean, it's really good CGI work. I don't know who I got working my CGI, but they're doing really good. And I don't know how I pay them, but they do really good.
On that, Dan.
Yeah.
Where did you get that directly from the manufacturer?
No.
Okay.
No, I did not. I let's just say I found it laying on a floor somewhere, and it just kind of made its way home with me.
Okay.
We'll just say that it was on a floor in a room, and
ended up in
my car.
There you go.
So it was a iconic floor printer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the iconic floor printer. Yes. Yeah. But it made its way here, and I mean it didn't CGI. Yeah. I got to keep reminding myself it's not real. I can't do this. I can't do that. It's not real.
Mm-mm.
It's always better to want than have, because once you usually have whatever it is you wanted, it's like you don't care anymore.
Yeah, I know this much. My understanding is that the first batch has been shipped out, but nobody has gotten confirmations yet on that, and nobody has gotten any has posted that they've received any shipping tracking info.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Does your CGI do a good job at seeing whether you could fit a camera somewhere better along there than just kind of resting it on the UI?
You could definitely put it somewhere else. The cable is long enough for the camera that comes with it, according to CGI, of course.
According to
The
CGI,
cable
yes.
looks like there's more cable there, so it could be moved around. I don't think it would have to remain where they put it next to the LED light bar.
Yeah, the way it was set up. I've seen other CGI images
Duke,
of it
how you doing?
before. So
Yeah, but no, I mean, all in all, for a CGI printer, its print quality isn't terrible. I mean, you know, this was just a cute cow that I printed. Or you know, that the printer may have
Caterpillar cow.
little wiggly cow. But yeah,
Yeah.
so I
You
mean,
did
the
see that.
quality's not terrible. So that's good.
Typically, belt printers don't do very good quality ever, but is it above
No.
average on what you've seen on other belt printers?
It's pretty on par for what I expected. I mean, it's a pretty average printer. The files that are coming off of it. I mean, I tried printing a Ben the floating benchy because I figured why not, and because it's a belt printer, the quality on the rear, you can see where this portion is a 45, and as it prints going this way, printing into the print. And when it got up here where this 45 is, you can see that there was nothing there, so it just drooped really bad. So, but again, it's a belt printer. It's got its place. It does what it's supposed to do for the things that are designed to be printed on it. If it's not designed to be printed on a belt printer, well, it doesn't necessarily print right. So,
Hey, Jerry, we got a Louisiana guy on chat.
a Louisiana hobby guy.
Yeah.
Hey, Rich, how you doing today?
Hey, Rich.
Let me share out the link in case he wants to pop in.
But yeah, I will say that what I have sitting there needed some tweaking a little bit, and there are some issues. If you get one, don't update. If you update, you will need to reflash everything because it will break some stuff. So when you get it, leave it as it is. Don't mess with anything, at least not for right now, until hopefully it gets a little more mainstream and they start pushing better updates for it.
That's stuff all over my fingers.
Well, on that note, I'm going to bed. So,
All right, Sam. I
See
really
you later,
appreciate
man.
you coming in. Have a great New Year, you and your family.
Will do, mate. See you soon. Thanks. See you
Take
soon.
care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you later, champ. Bye for now. Bye.
Today.
Okay.
My cell on my cell. Okay.
Yeah, I guess they got their live after a bit. I didn't see when Patrick left. I never did get a chance to talk to Patrick. He was here and then he wasn't.
Yeah, I think he left when I went in the house for a second. Let's see. What else?
They're on tonight at 5 or 6 Pacific.
So I got a subject. What about the only thing is not everybody here is going to know about the Raleigh. Well, some do, some don't. But what do you think of a little sneak peek?
Lasermatic having that fiber adapter on it.
Yeah.
And then they got the Rich has done a video on the what was it, the 2-watt what was that laser?
Is it just an IR, 2-watt IR, or a true fiber?
I'm not sure. It was on the diode laser and that additional head off the
City Maker's
side.
gone?
I didn't watch the video on it. I'd have to go back and
He's in
check.
chat.
Look, I had a little fiber head where it's
Yes,
working with the diode laser and then
He's
some of
in
it's coming out use the fiber in the same project at the same time.
Because I only know of one manufacturer that actually has a true fiber source going on the gantry system. And then the problem is with the gantry system, you're kind of limited on your, like, I don't know, I mean, it's great for the surface area, but then your true speed is, I don't know. I would always trust more of a gaveled system or fiber source than gantry. So but that's just me. I mean, I think it's great for large surface projects, but I don't know about the whole need for it.
I'll see if I can find it here.
I'm too broken to write anything.
Yeah, he did a Merry Christmas on it.
I feel like I'm too broken to write anything on Facebook today.
So that would be 1225 is what we're looking for, because I'm looking too. It's pretty cool.
Okay, so
okay, I got it right here.
He's yeah, Louisiana Hardy guy said it's MK3, not fiber. Okay, it's a 40 watt XY diode gavel laser.
That's the first thing that fucking pops up.
Like I said, there's only one. Is it a Cure or?
Yeah, there it is.
That has the fiber one. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting.
So we're on the
Galvo, so you got Galvo on a gantry. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I like that idea.
You got to get one tripod.
Well, I stopped doing any type of gantry laser, and my inbox gets at least 10 a week of those laser systems, and I just don't do them anymore. Either I'll do a gavel, or it has to be fully enclosed, and then usually I won't sign a contract about how long I will keep them, because I'll just give them away. So because I don't have the room. So
what the heck is Brandon doing?
So as a machine comes in, a machine leaves. It's pretty simple.
Okay.
I mean, right now I'm doing the ComMarker B6 right here. And this is a real nice fiber laser. It's the smallest one I've ever seen in that form factor.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
I'm great, thanks. Just putting the
What? Why is my phone talking to me?
All right, Rich.
Said hi to Bill Overbought. My phone answered me.
It was all a matter of time before someone would actually come up with the idea, though, of a gavel on a gantry. I mean, that's like the only combination that makes sense. Because you literally get the best of both worlds on it. So, because the biggest complaint on a gavel is surface area, but you get the speed and accuracy of the gavel, and then you get this work surface area of gantry. So why not? The only problem I have with that is the movement of the gavel system on a gantry, because you have to have it slow, where you got very precise servo motors in the gavel head that's not used to jarring movement like that. So you cannot run that thing fast. It will just self-destruct. And that's my theory with it. So I mean, there's really no need, if you're intermixing the two technologies like that. There's no reason to have the gantry move fast. All you are from that video looks like it's actually just jogging positions, and you don't need to have it jog fast, because the gavel will take care of the speed. And that hobby guy, that's the gavel portion, I assume. Because this one is.
You got too much time on your hand, Brandon.
This specs on this one.
Oh man, yeah. There used to be a guy over on Maryland Parkway that used to ride a bicycle. He'd blow a horn, had all kinds of stuff hanging off that bicycle, and that horn reminded me. And he was a zany dude, man. No pun with zany Zach, but that dude was he was a character.
Someone's trading legs for printers on here or a laser. I don't know about that. That might be a good deal for me. I'll give up a galvo for a leg, a functional leg, though. Not the cheap shit that I got when I was 16 years old.
So, say someone wanted to get into lasers. What would be a good entry level laser to get into?
Well, it depends on what you're doing, what you want to mark in the surface area. You want to do.
Acrylic. Trying to do acrylic, maybe etching.
CO2 all the way. There's no other way.
Just the
If
CO2.
you're looking to do glass, UV. If you're looking to do metal,
fiber.
If you're looking to do wood. Diode. So, I mean, the UV laser is flipping amazing. It's only like I got the Comarker Omni 1, and engraving glass was so easy. It's only 5 watts, but with a UV laser, it doesn't matter. So, but yeah, you're gonna want, and you're gonna want for acrylic, you're gonna want a definitely a CO2 and well ventilated, because it smells like flipping shit.
Unless he wants to use, unless it's colored acrylic, then he could use a diode laser. But clear, you have to use a CO2.
Yeah.
It's still acrylic does stink. Yes.
It's awful.
Oh, it's bad. It's really bad. It's bad enough that you think you're going to kill yourself if you smell it. It smells that bad.
I had it vented out the window, and I had the garage door open, and I actually went to the edge of the garage.
Yeah.
Or the edge of the driveway, because it smelled so damn bad.
Yeah, my exhaust was exhausting it out when I was cutting clear acrylic, but I had to open the back door and set up a fan and then close my glass slider that's right next to me, because it smelled really toxic. Yeah.
Worse than resin?
Oh yeah, 1,000 times. 1,000.
Oh yeah.
My resin, I can barely smell my resin usually.
No, it would be nice if these hobby guy, you're talking about the 15 watt UV laser.
And we're only talking about this, even this thickness.
Yeah.
Yeah, the UV laser. Kind of the only thing that sucks with the Comarker is they got a motorized Z, but it would be nice if they had a descending Z, because then you could do those crystals with the images in them. That everyone, and they're pretty popular because you could then do, layer by layer and get that.
Yeah, I think those are green light lasers. I was talking to the guys at, oh God, what's the name of the other channel that I watch sometimes on every Wednesday? They're out of New York. What's that guy's name?
All you need is a UV laser. It's just having that descending Z that you can operate per layer to bring it down.
Yeah, I think he said those are green light lasers. They're like $30,000 or $40,000.
Yeah. So if they were able to do something like that, it's like you have an auto-focusing system. You have a stepperized motor for your Z. Why not be able to use it with EasyCAD or other software? I don't get it. That's one thing that these manufacturers need to do to stay above. I mean, the Ultra behind me does it, the X tool, and unfortunately, it's a really good laser, the X tool Ultra, but it has more technology than almost any of these lasers in my garage. Why can X tool do it, but none of these other manufacturers do it?
Son of a buzzard.
Kenny broke something. Uh-oh.
No.
What did you do, Kenny?
Dadgummit.
My HDMI plug is too long for my hat. I need 90.
That's funny because I have a 90 sitting right here. I know it will help you, but I bought a 90 by accident.
Yeah, see, this is too long. Well, dadgummit, Kenny. Dadgummit. Oh well.
End of the world, man.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, sure.
Whatever will you do?
Freaking Amazon.
It's not like Amazon can't ship you a new one tomorrow. It's going to take weeks and weeks and weeks. It'll be like a bamboo printer.
Yeah, I got to pay for Jeff next yacht.
Oh man, when I released that K2 video, it's been a long time since I've even released anything for reality. Let's just say, since the Under 5 Plus days where I had that Sonic pad, or whatever. Yeah, Sonic pad, and that didn't go well. But this actually was a very positive review, and man, talking about the camps that hit you in the comment section.
Oh yeah, well,
I could tell that they don't watch the whole video. I mean, you can see it in your, average retention.
You done a great job on that video. I never did comment, but I think I mentioned it before. You done a real good job on it.
Oh, thank you. But yeah, it was just the trolling is so bad.
You got beat up by the Bamboo Boys. The Bamboo Boys came all up in your comment section.
And no, I haven't posted my glob yet.
Oh,
You've gotten
and the thing is,
bamboozled.
I have purchased with my own money 4 bamboo printers, and I just don't see the need to go onto someone's video and comment the way that people do. It's amazing that people do that.
People, because
all the time.
Some of the young people are on their riddling. There are so many freaking prescriptions out there nowadays. People take some wacky shit.
Is it that hard to believe that a manufacturer can actually release something good that's not in the camp that they are in? I mean, I was an original backer of the Bamboo X1 Carbon on Kickstarter. And then there was no fanboys for Bamboo then when I did my live stream on it, so all of a sudden
what's your backer number?
I can pull it up. It's actually in the video itself.
I'm $2.99.
I mean, let's see here.
Yeah, because I messed up on my ordering because it was the first time I ever pledged on there, so I didn't know what I was doing. So that's why it took me a minute to get my order in.
I was backer 191.
Easy, you were way ahead of me.
Oh, as soon as it was available, I clicked on it.
Yeah, because I had to go out and back in because I wasn't sure I was doing it right.
You mean you fought for that 50% off?
Yeah, it was a good deal. So
yeah, except for how did you guys? I sat there all 3 days, click, just waiting for it, and missed it every time. When it hit the 30%, I was out. I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah, I was clicked on it, got it, and then because it checked the boxes I needed. I needed a decent enclosure for the garage before I had it set up the way it is now, and now it doesn't even matter. But at the time, it did matter, and it checked all the boxes for what I needed as for a printer at the time. And yeah, it's a great printer. Now I get the motor overheating message on there. I replaced the main drive and the AMS, that motor. Still didn't fix it. So, I have pretty low hours compared to most people with the carbon from the Kickstarter. So I guess it's the feeding in there. They're not worn out at all. There's no feeding cuts into
no more right now
system. So I don't know why it's saying it's overheating.
Were you in last week's chat? Excuse me, last week's chat, Tripod?
I think I was on. Yeah, I was on when for like 5 minutes, and the jury, had to take his little cough drops, and wear his winter jacket for being 60 degrees out.
Anyway, so you saw my glob?
Your what?
My glob from my Bamboo.
Oh no, I thought you were talking about something personal that I didn't want to know.
No.
It is personal.
Yeah, his bamboo hot end kind of looked like this from the picture.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It was like pretty big.
I told him he needs to post it
Camera-
on one of the forums so
camera
that he
didn't
can get
catch it.
trolled.
Later, PCV.
Actually, Dave, I looked on their wiki, and
Have a great New Year.
They already have a bunch of pictures of globs.
Yeah.
And actually, when I was asking for the laser, or for the lidar, excuse me, not laser, lidar, they sent me CAN tech support messaging, and they sent me pictures of, but that was like the A1. And I also told them I didn't need the support. I'm an early adapter.
Oh, well, I could have easily in the comment section for the K2 Plus.
Happy New Year, Rich. Take care.
I had 2 bamboos that out of box worked perfectly. Wiped unboxed your A1 Mini, nothing but problems. That it got clogged with just regular PLA, and the hot end you could not remove the clog at all. And then the PTFE after that was fixed, getting a new hot end. The PTFE tubes kept on popping out. As like, I mean, there's inherent problems when people receive products.
Rich, thank you very much. $20. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Sometimes people get bad equipment, but that's when it's a history of lots of people get. That's the problem. But it's people that when things don't work, they go out. When things work, you usually don't work.
Yeah, Creality's always had their bad name. It came out with printer episode that was on the same thing, and then it was like, oh, that's wrong with it. Here, let's fix this down another way.
You're breaking up, T.
Am I breaking up?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. Yeah, what I was saying was with the Crealities, it seems like I started with the Ender 3 Neo, but it was always an upgrade. So you had the original Ender 3, and then there was an issue with that. So then they said, we'll come out with the Pro, then the V2, then the Neos, and the Neo V2s. And it was like the same printer over and over again where they kept fixing it. So it left a lot of bad taste in everybody's mouth. But I'll be honest, since I've switched to the V3 versions, the V3s have been pretty much great for me out of the box. So I had that bad taste in my mouth of Creality is crap, but I'll still give them a chance. And they've gotten better. So yeah, the K2 to me is kind of them taking all of their errors and mistakes and saying, okay, let's try to get it almost there. But like Sam was saying
Hope nobody
previously,
spiked your drink.
yeah, sometimes previously, they battle back and forth between departments. They don't always talk to each other at Creality, but they fixed a lot of their issues. So the K2 is a good printer. It's just like the Bambus when they first came out. Like I said, some of them were great out of the box. Some of them had a few issues, but they're getting there. So, but it was a great review.
Yeah, I was down for a good month with one of my circuit boards on my Bambu because they couldn't figure it out from the beginning.
I mean, I don't know. I like it. The thing is, though, it's huge, which is fine for me. I don't really care that much, but moving it around once it's in one place, then it's like, oh, okay, team lift mode, So, but yeah, it worked. I mean, it worked really well. It just sucked. The big Panda model I made was a shitty print. I mean, it's a shitty file. It wasn't the print itself. So, but the rest of the prints came out perfect. So, we got one more printer coming in. I think it's coming in a couple days. But I get to pivot, so I can get to do the Yarborough snow removal robot. So
yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah, I saw that, Mike Maker. You said you would like that.
Oh yeah, I would.
Oh yeah, that's when I got I'm like, oh, when the company reached out to me for the lawn more robotic lawnmower. I was like wondering if that was going to open the opportunity to do this one. And sure enough, right at the beginning of winter season, they emailed me. I'm like, yes, you can ask a one-legged dude that hates the winter more than enough to review this darn thing. So,
yeah, you got a lot of grass for sure, and you had a lot of views on that one video, so you done really good on it.
Yeah,
you present well. I like your tone of your volume when you're talking. You present well.
Oh, this last one though, I've had a bad cold since when Bear had took a dive for the worst. Going out there with wasn't properly dressed and got a really bad cold. I lost my voice, and luckily I planned accordingly with my last video here, and it's under because it is a promotional video. It's just basically how to use the product. And my voice was gone. I mean, you can hear it right now. So it's like I tried, and then I was like, okay, it's Christmas Day. I'm not going to talk that much. And then I went out to dinner with Creality in a loud restaurant, and then my voice was gone again. So I made sure I didn't talk again until the next morning to do this voiceover. And I barely made it to the end of the voiceover for that. And my voice is a little raspy in that one too. But
yeah.
But I want to interject a little bit more humor, like I did with the crowd. What was it? The Crowdy one. So I just want to be more me in the videos instead of just the narration John voice. So
narration John, man, talk about you're not that old.
I'll be 50 in almost a month. So.
You did say John Boy, like Walton, right?
That's what I thought of. That's what I thought I heard him say is John Boy, and I thought of
the John voice. The John voice over.
Boy.
Okay. Voice.
Okay. Yeah, because John Boy, man, that's a 70.
52. Wow, now it's all downhill.
Because I could actually do the disc jockey voice if I really wanted to.
And this is scary. I'm gonna be 67 in June.
Part-time.
Really, 67 in June. Yeah.
Oh, if I shave this all off, my wife won't let me because then it's like I look too much like a baby. So.
Well, I'm 60 and a half.
All right, but I gotta head out because I got a poker.
Hey, before I forget to ask, Tripod, are you going to Colorado?
Rocky Mountain Rep Rap.
Yeah, it looks like I did pick up a sponsor to go. So we were
could be my one and only.
Not thinking about going because it's a long drive.
All right. Yeah, it's
a long drive. So
I'm flying. I'm flying because I'm in Henderson next to Jerry. But
aren't you shacking up with Zach too?
But sharing the cost of a room.
You're shacking up with Zach in a room. Is that correct? Are you sleeping in a room with Zach while you're there?
He's the one that offered from the get-go.
But are you
He's the
sleeping
one
in a
that
room
offered,
with Zach?
hey, if I can save money on a trip, because when you're somewhere, when you're
$20 is not always $20.
You can spend
Come
money
on,
like
Danny.
this.
Are you gonna?
If you want to go in half on a room, I'm all for it.
Hey, 3D printing. They're sharing a twin bed and they're spooning next to each other.
Of course. I'm sure it's a
He said it's got two queens.
Kenny will get there, and there'll be 5 other people
there
in the room. Pick a corner.
As Tech Cheaper just said, there's queen bed sleeping going on.
Whatever,
trouble, buddy.
Hey, if I have to, I'll get my own damn room.
Share a room with you, Penny.
You're not sharing a room with Kenny.
My flight's already paid for, though. My flight and the rental car.
We bring too much stuff, so we have to drive. So
get somebody with a blow-up mattress and sleep on the floor.
I'm just there to check it out. Because I've seen all these videos. I just want to check one out in person.
I've been streaming. We've got 33
I might be able to help you out.
Wait, before you do that, Jerry, I did have one question on these shows. Since I'm just an observer, and since I'm coming from so far, Colorado from Vegas, not that far. is there enough to check in for a person like me for 2 days, or will it only be enough to see in 1 day?
No, once you're there, you're there. You're going to the event. You're in.
No,
Like,
what he's
that's
saying
it.
is there enough stuff to come back a second day and keep looking around. You might
Oh,
want to
yeah,
chat
I
with
mean-
people the first day and look around the second
Yeah,
day.
yeah. You're probably going to make
If
it
you
through.
wanna-
If you take your time, you'll be in one hall for
Yes.
one day and the second hall for the other day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I
you
was
can-
worried
Yeah.
about that. I didn't want to burn out in 1 day. I'm like, well, what do I do tomorrow?
Well,
No, your best bet is take it to slow the first day, kind of take a look at things on the first day and finish out the second day, come in and kind of focus directly on what you saw the first day that you really want
Yeah.
more detail on.
Okay.
That's the
Yeah,
way we
because the
did it. And
second
you really
day
get full
is-
advantage of it.
Yeah,
Alright,
second
thank you.
day is a lot less people, and you'll be able
Yeah.
to actually interact with more people. And there's a lot of
Yeah.
deals where you could probably get,
Yes.
people trying to unload stuff.
I don't want to
Right at the end.
like free
Like
filament.
a chocolate printer, maybe? A chocolate printer? Okay.
Nah,
you
Ellie
ain't
ain't
gonna
gonna
get a
give you
deal
the
on
free
that.
chocolate. Filament,
you can-
yes. Filament, yes. Printer, there's a lot of free printers given away too. Swap meet and everything else.
All right, cool. Thanks, guys. Hey, have a good
All right. I'll
have,
talk to you guys
have
later.
a great
Cheers,
New
Tripod.
Year's,
Have a
man.
great New Year's.
And be safe out there. And if you
Happy
get
New Year.
busted, man, I'm not gonna bill your ass out, okay?
We still have 32
Who's
people
that?
watching. I've been streaming for 3 hours, 11 minutes. I'm going to raid out on Twitch.
Bail who out?
We get the raid going on Twitch. We're going to raid into Maker Deck this time. I haven't been over there in a while. Hey, raid is starting now on Twitch.
See you
be
next
back
year.
Saturday. Same bat channel. Happy New Year, everybody. Everybody watching on YouTube, thank you for joining. Everybody here, thank you very much. Have a great New Year. And we'll see you in the new year. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.